And I think we are live. Yeah, I think we're live. If you can hear me, see me, okay, please let me know in the chat. Yeah, I will pull the chat up on screen. There's a 22-second delay, but there you go. So we can now see us on the screen, 22 seconds. Yeah. Hello, everybody. My name is Paul Grogan, and welcome to the live stream of Maracaibo. But yeah, please let me know in the chat if you can hear me and see me okay. Because things have gone wrong in the last 24 hours. And almost cancelled this on 2 separate occasions. But John was on his way here from Ascot, and I thought, I can't cancel this. Andy's taken the day off work specially for this. Is that right? Well, maybe not. Almost. Yes. So yes, please let me know. Sound and video, all good. Excellent. Right, so let me tell you about the last 24 hours. First of all, I opened the game up and bits were missing. So that's not a good start. Isaac Childress, I lent this game to him at Essen, and when it came back to me, it was missing some bits. Now, don't blame Isaac. Isaac is saying it wasn't him, but basically one of the punch boards was missing from this game. So, late last night, got in contact with Alexander Pfister. He sent me the print files, and the plan was to print out some spare components that we would need today. Thankfully, a friend of mine, Mark, who also bought a copy of this game, who lives near me. Excellent, except Mark's not at home. So Mark had to dash home first thing this morning, get the game, bring it here. Whew, first disaster avoided. Then the software that I use to do my live streaming, XSplit, has stopped working. And unfortunately, it's a piece of software that unless you can get a connection to their servers, you can't live stream. So I've spent the morning learning how to use OBS, and we are now transmitting using OBS, which I've never used before. So if it's not working, then that's why. Which does mean that I don't know how to play this game, because I was going to take some time this morning to learn how to play. So, yeah, let's let you know what this is. This is not a sponsored video. If this was a sponsored video where the publisher was actually paying me to do a video, I would have cancelled it, and I would have spent a lot more time preparing for it. This video is purely funded through my Patreon campaign, so apologies in advance. The teach is not going to be... Well, Andy's probably going to teach, because you've read the rules. Yeah. John's read the rules twice. Paul's watched 15 minutes of a video, and I read page 2 of the setup. As I say, not a sponsored video. If you're used to my videos being absolutely spot on perfect, this is not going to be it. Ralph is here, I believe, in the chat from Games Up, so thank you very much for joining us. We will keep an eye on the chat for anything we do wrong, but I would recommend turning on your Klingon subtitles, because I will add annotations after the video with anything we get wrong. I'm now going to switch over to, if I can do this properly. There we go. Right, so this is the multi-camera setup, and hopefully we can see the chat, sort of. We might have to move that up a little bit. There we go. That's all right, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Right, so Paul's going to keep an eye on the chat. Does the scroll work? No, the scroll doesn't work. That's a bit of a problem. Anyway, right. So we're going to crack on. So Maracaibo. Are all the mics working? At the moment, it's just my microphone that's on. We'll keep my microphone on for the teach, except it's not me teaching. So let's turn all the microphones on. Normally, I keep my microphone on for the teach, but I'm now going to turn everybody else's microphone on. If you all just want to say hello.
Hello. Hello.
There we go. Right, so, what's happening? Maracaibo, Alexander Pfister, Games Up, Capstone Games have published it, and yeah, we're now going to be playing it. This was my #1 most anticipated game from Essen. Based on what other people have told me that have played this game, it is still my #1 most anticipated game from Essen, so if I don't like this, something's wrong with me, not with the game. Now, couple of things is, unfortunately, there were a couple of misprints in this game. And as I've said many times, everybody makes mistakes and things happen, but it's what you do about those mistakes to fix them which matters. And I know Games Up, Ralph, is basically sending free replacements to everybody who bought the game. So thank you very much. Those replacements haven't arrived yet, obviously. So there are a couple of card misprints. The Martyr. So if any of you draws the Martyr, the text at the bottom is the opposite of what it says. It's spend rather than gain, essentially. And one of the career cards is misprinted, which we're not going to use today. We're not going to use that career card. yeah, other than that, shall I read the thematic introduction just to set the scene?
Go for it.
Do we have any sort of sailing soundtrack?
We don't have a sailing soundtrack, unfortunately. Right, so Caribbean in the 17th century. Various European nations vie for supremacy and try to improve their economic and political standing in the region. You are seafarers and adventurers who spend your days trying to increase your own standing among these countries, to improve your networks and, of course, obtain fame and fortune. Doing so is a lot of work since the competition isn't taking any days off. Only if you manage to pull off your plans without a hitch will victory be within your grasp. There are different strategies to follow. You could upgrade your boat to a mighty ship, win sword fights, go on raids, set up a network of minions and informants, raise an expedition, and more. But be careful, you will need to plan your actions carefully. The end of a round can come sooner than you want. So we're going to be starting in Havana, which is here. This is where all of our boats are. And we're going to be playing 4 rounds of play, travelling around the map, performing actions at each stop. So you see the little spaces here with the arrows on. That's the direction we're going to be going in. But you'll see some of the spaces you actually have a choice. So if you get to space 2, you can then go to space 3 or 5. You can never go backwards. The one thing that I do know about the game is, unlike Great Western Trail, because there are a number of similarities to this game, is that once any player gets to the end, the round ends. So that's what it's saying about the end of a round might come sooner than you think. So we're going to be performing actions at each stop. The actions will gain you an advantage by playing out cards, sending your crew to help at a particular location, fighting under a nation's flag, delivering goods, upgrading your ship, completing quests, and exploring the land's interior, which is this. This is an explorer, and the explorer is going to be moving along this track here. As soon as a player has circumnavigated the Caribbean once, we do an interim scoring, at which point money and victory points are distributed, and then everything begins from Havana once again. There is also a campaign mode to this game. There's a set of story cards that come with it. For today, because I didn't want to give any spoilers away, we're going to be playing the non-story variant, which means we use card number 75 for the easy setup. There are 3, I think, easy, medium, and hard. But yeah, there is a whole extra deck filled with story cards. Right, so I'm going to start with the tutorial as far as I know, and then I will let other people take over. So let's go through what we have on the board. We have the map of the Caribbean, and we have all of our boats starting here in Havana. We have some combat tiles here, which we will be using to resolve combat. We have some quest tiles here, and we actually have some of these on the board already. And these were set up by this. So this setup card told us to put a quest on 15, 18, and 19. And also there should be 3 more down here on these spaces. Okay. What else have we got? What are these cubes called here? These are ownership markers. So we have France, England. What are the 3 nations?
Spain.
Spain. France, England, and Spain. Spain is the red one. France is the blue one. England is the white one. They are ownership markers. Where are they going to get placed?
In these spaces.
Yeah, when you
Okay.
do the fighty thing.
Right. We also have some city tiles. Now, these were chosen at random from a selection and then placed on these spaces. Maracaibo is a fixed one that's here. And from what I understand of these city tiles is you've got to go there, deliver the good that is depicted on the left.
Maracaibo is only fixed in a 4-player game, isn't it?
Yeah, you put another tile over it,
Yeah.
I think in a 2-player game.
Yeah.
So the goods on the left, and if you deliver the goods on the left, you get the bonus on the right. I think even if you don't deliver the goods, you get the bonus.
Yeah, but you do have to do the goods first
If you
you're
can.
going to. Yeah.
Right, okay.
If you're going to.
Right, what else have we got? So we've got our own ships. Oops, and I've knocked over these things here. Right, so our own ships, and these are all identical. You'll notice that there are piles of counters. Now, if you're familiar with Great Western Trail, you know how this bit works. But at a certain point in the game, you can remove one of these discs off your player board. And once you have removed 2 discs from a section, it will basically unlock that special ability. Some of which are just points, but other ones will give you different bonuses during the game. What else have we got? What are these markers here then? Influence?
Yep.
And how do you get that? That's when you fight, isn't it?
Yeah, so normally when you fight, one of the options is to gain influence. So you can spend, if you choose 2 combat points, you can gain 1 influence.
Oh yeah, that's here.
5 combat points is 2 influence.
2 influence.
Or if you do the other action for the conquest, then it will be 4 and 6 for 1 influence point and a little QB thing.
So this is tracking each of the players' influence with
Yep.
3 different nations.
And this is kind of a ranking spot which will count for your score multiplier at the end.
We're going to go over this again.
We'll go over that
Because I
again.
was very confused about this in the
Yeah,
video.
we'll go over that again. What have we got at the top? We have here is income. So this is how many doubloons you're going to get income. What, at the start of each round?
Every time someone reaches the end and you do the intermediate scoring.
Yeah. Okay. And this is your victory point income as well. So
That happens at the same time as
that happens at the same time. So at the end of each round,
yeah.
there is an intermediate scoring where you will get money and you will get points based on where those markers are.
Yeah.
So down here we have an explorer track. So I think this works a little bit like the train line in Great Western Trail, but we each have an explorer. The explorer will move along here, and I think you don't count occupied spaces.
Correct.
So if you were there and I was to move 1, I would actually move to there.
Yep.
Right. Okay. And how do you move on the explorer track?
There's an explore action which will be around somewhere, like here, for example.
right,
Yep,
okay.
that.
Yeah.
And then when you take that, you do an explore action. I can't remember how many spaces you move, but you two.
Probably
Yeah,
two,
it
isn't it?
could be that.
That.
But basically, you can move that many or fewer,
Right.
and whatever space you stop on, you'll get the bonus.
Right. Okay. Excellent. That's a very quick whistle-stop tour of the board. So let's go through how the game plays briefly. As I mentioned, there's 4 rounds, and you will do intermediate scoring at the end of each round. In each round, we're going to take it in turns. Did we decide on a star player?
No, we didn't.
Nearest one to Maracaibo. Me.
Yep.
Huzzah. Fix. Right, so I get 8 doubloons. We have the money on camera, just to save space.
Yep. So 8, 9, 10, 11.
But keep your money just below your player board so people can see it.
11 for me.
And apologies, but I've still got a cold. So it's a good job I'm not live streaming for 10 hours today.
That would be bad planning, Paul, if you did
That would. That would be very bad planning.
Phones.
Yeah, whose phones are vibrating?
This one here.
Ah, right. If you pop it on the carpet, it should be all right.
Well, I'm going to turn it off.
Yeah, so I'm going to basically take the first turn, and each turn consists of, is it 3 phases? 3 phases.
Yep. Movement, action, and then redraw your cards.
So movement is, you can move 1 to 7 spaces.
Yep.
And you basically move your boat, and you can move as far as you want. So if I wanted to, I could go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could do that as my first move.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you can move 1 to 7 spaces. So you can't stay where you are.
The only limitation with that is if you hit space with a red hand on,
That's
you
it.
must
You've
stop.
got to stop. So the last spaces, yeah, you've got to go there, stop, go there, stop, go there, stop, or go
Yeah.
there, stop, go there,
Rounds
stop.
1 to 3 will be going that way. Round 4.
Oh, right,
that
okay.
way.
Right. So if somebody's getting here, you know the game's not going to end imminently.
Immediately.
You know it's got to go at least twice more round.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, okay. So yeah, with the exception of the red hands, you can move 1 to 7 spaces. Then you've got the main action, which is optional. You don't have to perform the main action. The main action depends on where you are. So there's the actions for the cities, but there are also actions for the villages as well. I don't know where they're printed.
It's on your board.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that on the is
Cheat
that,
sheet.
there's a
All
player
villages
as
have
well?
the same action.
There's 3 different actions. So you
Yeah.
either buy a card, get 1 money, or throw all your cards away and get 2 money.
Right, and if you moved 4 spaces or more, you get to do the action twice.
Yeah.
And if you move 7 spaces, you get to do the action 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right, okay. Or you can fulfill a quest, or you can use an assistant. Or, yeah, so there's 4 different main actions there that you can do, and you can do one of those. There are also free actions that you can do as many times as you want on your turn, which we'll come on to in a minute. And then at the end of your turn, you draw cards back up to your hand limit. So we all start the game with 8 cards, but we haven't actually done the initial setup yet. We haven't finished the initial setup. So how many cards do we actually start with?
4 in your hand, 1 on display, and 3 that I think just get
3 in a discard
chucked
pile.
away. Yeah.
Right, so you'll have 4 in your hand, and your hand size is 4 at the start of the game, but you can increase it
Yeah.
with something on here.
Yeah. On the left-hand side.
You will draw back up to your hand limit in phase C, and then, for anybody who's watching this game who doesn't know about the errata, there's a little bit missing here, unfortunately, which is you then replenish the cards in the deck. I think that's right, but that deck seems to be those cards. Ralph's in the chat. He's probably going to tell me.
They're different cards.
They are different cards. Where is the thing? I read it this morning, but that was before I did the setup. Here we go. There. Once you reach your hand limit, refill the face-up display with 4 cards if necessary. So it must be that.
Display, yeah.
Have we done that? Have we done that correctly? That is the question.
This is the. We've put these in the wrong place, then, have we?
Have we? Let's have a look at the setup. No, that's right.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that is absolutely right. That is the prestige buildings.
Yeah.
But where do the rest of the cards go?
Or isn't it here?
That looks like it, doesn't it?
Oh no, they go by the side of the board. Number 6. Separate the project card. Right. So yeah, by the side of the board,
Yeah,
somewhere
we need a
else.
space somewhere.
Well, they're going to have to go.
They could go down here.
Where?
Or they could go up there.
They could go up
yeah.
there. I
There's
think
no
that's
room at
it.
the bottom,
That's
that's
off
off
camera. isn't it?
Have to be here or here.
Reveal the top
Yeah.
4
We
cards
need
of the
that
pile
space.
and place them next to the... Yeah, so we need a display pile of 4 cards. There we
Yes,
go.
let's have
So-
that top.
1,
2.
2, 3, 4.
Right, okay.
So
Oop,
if
not very well
if
shuffled.
those are on camera, and we'll just put that there.
Yep, that's fine. Right. And that deck there is a mix now of the A and the B cards. Is that right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, right. So yeah, basically at the end of your turn in Facey, the bit that isn't in the rulebook is that you replenish that back up to 4. Right, so that's an overview of the 3 different things that you do on your turn. Ralph is saying, keep 4 cards in hand, side of the board 4 cards, another display. Yes, right.
Yep.
So let's go through the rest of the setup. So you're saying out of these 8 cards that we have here,
Yep.
we
Keep 4 in
keep
your
4 in
hand.
hand.
1 goes on one of your planning spaces,
Yep.
and 3 go in the discard pile.
We should probably learn how to play before making this decision, I guess.
Possibly, yeah.
I mean, I haven't got a faintest idea what any of these cards
I'm
do.
chucking
so
away the 3 that look most complicated.
Oh, right, okay.
That's my plan.
I
You're-
don't
you're
even.
going with
Look, they
that.
all look the same amount of complicated to me.
And then after we've done this, we get 2 of these career cards, and we choose the one we want. But for today, we've decided just to get a career card at random. Now, what you're supposed to do is look at these cards, then decide on your career. But just for this first play, we're going to do things relatively randomly, I think. Are we all going to go with just random for this?
Yeah, I'm
Okay, right. Again, don't do this at home, but just for this first play, rather than spending ages reading all of our cards, we're going to choose 4 to keep in hand.
Well, I'm going to put that one up there because it's expensive. I don't know whether that's a good idea or not, but it's the only one that costs more than
Yeah, all
loads
mine seem
more.
about the same. I'm just going to pick him.
And then I'm going to get 4 in hand, so that'll be, I don't know, about a bit of variety. Don't know what that means,
Right.
but
So discard pile can be over there off camera. Right, so we've all now got 4 cards in hand,
Can you
1 card on display, and the rest of them we threw away in the discard pile. Right, okay, so that is the setup done. Andy's here. Hello, Andy. Hi, Daniel. And I think Graham was here as well, and Paul's here as well. They're all telling us that there's another display. Yes, again, 22 seconds delay on us reading the chat. So we normally have worked it out by then. Right, okay, let's go into a bit more detail what you do on your turn. Phase A, moving. There isn't really much more to describe in moving other than
Move.
what I mentioned.
Yeah.
Movement's got to be in the direction of the arrows. Multiple ships can be at the same location.
oh, apparently early on we should have thought about the resources on the left side of the card, which is these things, because you need them for the cities, and I've chosen all the same.
Oh, right, okay.
So that might have been a mistake, but
Oh,
too
well.
late.
Too late.
I'll just see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Right, so phase B. Let's go on to phase B.
Ah. Okay.
Perform a main action at your location. Right, so if you're at a city, you may first deliver a good, and then you perform the indicated city action, which is deliver a good to the market.
Figures must also be set up.
What do you mean, Ralph, by figures must also be set up?
Are they these ones?
Ah, yes.
assistants.
Assistants, where do they go?
They go on.
Switch those
Well, they go
two
on this
around.
card, which we haven't turned over yet.
Oh, the career card. Yes, thank you. So career card, which I'm going to put there, and the assistants go on there, like so.
Okay, so my career card is wealth.
Mine is glory.
Mine is
Yeah.
power.
Mine is honour.
There we go.
One on each doodah, is it?
Yep. Done that.
Right, so 2 on your shipboard and the rest in the general supply.
3 figures of your colour from the general supply and put them on the corresponding space in the career card. Yeah, okay. 13 does say 2 figures of their colour, which goes somewhere on here.
Top right, is it?
There, I think. For some reason.
Okay. And then the others you don't actually have yet. Is that right?
General supply.
So pop them off camera.
And am I right that I've got 2 squares on the board and 1 square in my hand?
I think it should go on the number
Yeah,
1 space
yeah.
here.
come back.
Right, okay.
Right, thank you. Right, so performing the city action. Yes. You can only deliver 1 good. So even if you've got a matching card in hand, you can only deliver 1. And the cards that you've got in your hand have, on the left-hand side, they have a good indicated. So basically, if I went here to Santo Domingo, I could use that card there because it has some corn on it, and that would be fine.
Okay.
Okay, and that is how you deliver a good to a city. If the city's market is full, or you can't make a delivery because none of your cards in hand match, then you just skip that part. And you can also choose not to make a delivery. But you still perform the action even if you didn't make a delivery.
Okay.
So what's the point of making a delivery?
Correct. Yes. Is it
You get
moving-
discs off your board.
Is it moving
Right,
cards
okay.
in your hand? Okay.
Because when you make a delivery, if you make a
Yes.
delivery, you do that.
Right, if you make a delivery, you remove
Okay.
1 disc of your choice from your ship and you put it onto the empty market space. Right, okay, so that's why you want to do
Okay.
it. But after you've done that or not, you still get to do the city action. We won't go through all of the city actions, but we will go through the ones which are currently on display. And they are all explained, I think, in a reference book thing at the back of the book.
And while you're looking that up, so let's say I land on 5.
Yep.
I play my corn in my hand
Yep.
to cover that up.
Yeah.
I then dispose of the card?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you had 2 corn in hand,
Yeah.
you could not do
Do
2.
2, yeah.
You could only do 1. But yes, the card gets discarded. Discard a card from hand with the same symbol of goods. Right, so let's go through what we've got. This one here, I'm going to guess is
Get 2 gold
get 2 doubloons.
and do a village action.
Yep.
Buy a card, get 1 coin. So buy a card.
Oh gosh. Yeah, lots of reference.
It's on your player board, isn't it?
Is it on the player board? No, that's something else.
Are we looking at this one?
Yes.
So you get 2 gold and you do one of these village actions, do you?
Right, okay. It probably is.
Which is buy a card, get 1 gold, or dispose all of your cards in hand and get 2 gold.
Prestige buildings, career cards, story cards. Yeah, I don't know where the city cards are all described because lots of other things are.
Right at the back of the book.
Well, we have quests. It's not quests.
No,
Permanent effects, symbols. Yeah, it's probably in this bit. I was just looking for something that was exactly the same as that, but it's not there. Right, hopefully Ralph can help. Look at the reference card for the town actions, says Daniel. So this is the reference card.
Mhm.
But where are the town actions?
Here, isn't
No, that's the village
it?
actions.
Okay.
Well, does he mean village?
City
or does he mean
action,
town?
you must mean, which is
City
deliver.
actions.
Eh? I don't know.
Yeah.
So you deliver a wooden block, which you've said,
Yeah.
plus an action. What's an action?
Good question. So we'll come back
Well,
to that.
whatever
one in a
it's,
minute.
that's an action, but we don't know what an action is.
Which action?
Well, it'll be do a
Well,
village
it's
action.
this thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the village.
So it's
isn't it?
buy a
Means you get
card,
village action.
get a money, or
Or
Yeah.
discard all cards in
yeah,
hand
yeah.
and get
or
too many.
fulfill a quest, or use an
No, I
assistant.
don't think it is. what's printed on here, these are the 4 different main actions you can do.
Yeah.
You do one of them.
Okay.
If you're
think
doing
that
that, you can't
specifically-
do the city thing.
Yeah, that specifically there is a village action.
City actions on page 8.
City actions on page 8,
But
thank
this
you.
one here is a village action, so you get 2 gold and you do the village.
Here we go, city actions. I was looking at the back of the book and they weren't there. Right, so it's take 2 doubloons and then perform a village action. Yeah, there we go. This one is explore and move 2
Yep.
spaces.
Yeah.
Which one's these? Oh, I've forgotten.
This
This one.
Yeah.
This moves 2 spaces. Maracaibo is...
It looks like a battle.
It
fighting.
does, doesn't it?
That's combat, which we were going to come back to because I'm confused about that.
Okay, so we'll come back to that one. This is... You gain 1 combat point, so you move that up a bit, and then you remove a disc of your choice from your ship board. So that's what that icon means there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And here, 1 combat point, and you gain 1 influence with the nation of your choice.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so that's the different city actions. So Maracaibo, let's talk about that then.
Right, it's combat. isn't
Is
it?
that combat? Yes.
Yep.
So this action allows you to increase your influence with the nations and obtain a combat bonus. You reveal a combat token from there,
Right.
and then each token...
Can we have a
turn
look
one
at
Yeah.
one
over
from
as
the
an
middle of the
example?
deck?
Just have a look at one.
Yep. So there'll be 3 options on it,
Oh,
Let's
blimey.
pop that in the middle.
and you get to pick which one you want to perform.
If I zoom in a little bit, hopefully people can see what's going on.
That then.
Yeah, so that's a combat token. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
And you choose which of the nations that you want to basically fight for or represent.
Yeah.
And that either costs money,
Yeah.
or gives you money, or gives you a victory point,
Yeah.
And what's the iconography at
and
the
it
top?
gives you 6. So if I decide to pay 2 money, pay 2 doubloons, I get 6 combat strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whereas if I get 1 money, I only get 3 combat strength.
Yeah.
And this one at the top, I think, means if you're choose the one that has the most cubes in play, I think that is, then you get
You lose
minus
2.
2 on the
Yeah.
combat strength.
Yeah, if you
And
choose to
high
fight
numbers
with
is
the
good.
nation that currently has the most ownership markers on locations in the Caribbean,
Yep.
then its combat value is reduced by 2. There's another one which is the 3 symbol and plus 3. So that if you choose the weakest one, you get
Does it
plus 3.
specify what happens if there's a tie, or do they all count, or neither of them count as being highest?
It's a good question. We'll ask that in the chat. What happens if there is a tie? Please let me know. This modifier is not applied in case of a tie. There you go. It does say. So yeah, you've got to be absolute majority. Right. So then, what do you do with the combat strength? Well, this is where you do these actions here. So
Yeah.
2 combat strength will give you 1 influence. 5 will give you 2.
Presumably you can spend this
Yeah.
as at will, any amount you want.
A maximum of 8 can be spent, I
Well,
think,
you
in
can't have
total.
more than 8,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Yeah.
The
I think that might include this. I'm not entirely sure.
The second option is annex or displace. So to annex, choose a flag on the game board. Right, and if there's no ownership marker on it, then you spend 4 combat value.
Yeah.
If there is another nation's marker already there, you
spend
use
6.
6 combat value, but you remove the other ownership marker from the game.
Yeah. Okay.
And that goes in a dead spot in the
And
corner.
which are ownership markers? That's
These.
these.
Those, yeah.
Right. Okay. So.
So basically, there should only ever be 1 cube in one of these circles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think they'll go on the
In the
city
hexes,
spot,
sorry.
Yeah.
Buying certain cards allows other additional combat actions, and new combat actions might enter the game via story cards or legacy cards if you were playing the story. You can only perform each combat action once per turn. So if you had 8, you couldn't do the 4-1 twice. Right. So that is the combat, and the only place you can do the combat is at Maracaibo.
Or I presume there
From the
might
looks
be
of it.
there might be something else if there was. You might
Oh,
get
up
another
here.
random card.
Yeah, there's a
Okay.
scroll up there. I guess that is location 20. Yeah, so location 20 is a fixed location where you can do
Yeah.
that or that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so that's the city actions done.
So, shall I put this one back?
Yep, shuffle it in. Influence tracks we've kind of mentioned briefly. Exploring. So yeah, you can never go backwards. No space can have more than 1 explorer in. Some spaces let you decide whether you want to take a long way around or a shortcut. You don't have to move the full amount. And after finishing your movement, you receive the reward indicated on the space where you stopped on. But you don't get anything for the spaces that you moved through. If you end your movement on a space with a quest, then you can immediately fulfill it. If you do, take your rewards and add the quest tile to your ship board, but do not replace it. From this point on, the space will be skipped.
So those squares are quests.
This is a quest.
Okay.
It's for one use only, and after that, it's treated as if it's not there.
So
I
I have.
thought we replaced them.
It says do not replace the quest tile on the board.
Oh, okay.
From this point on, you skip that space. If you cross the red barrier, you will get 3 influence with the nation of your choice. You cannot split it. The first player to cross the blue barrier gets 4 victory points. All of the players get 2. The first player to cross the green barrier gets 4 victory points, and the other players get 2. Also, a quick note, when you get to the end of the track, first player to get to the end of the track will get 10 points, then 8, then 6, then 4.
So are those the only quests, only way to get quests on the board?
There's these as well, which will get replaced, sort of, by
right,
this.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
wondering, because
Yeah.
they go on here, don't I? I was
Yeah.
wondering how you ever get
So-
up here. There's only ever 3.
At the end of round 1, a new quest is going to appear at 6 and 12 and 16.
Right, okay.
And then rounds 2, 7, 8 and 15, and round 3, 16, 10 and
Yeah.
12.
Fine.
So yeah, new quests will appear here, but not along here.
So how many movement spaces to the first quest? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So in the chat, Daniel's already played it 5 times, but he's not played it with 4. And Jade is watching. Just finish your first game. Hi, Jade. Right. Village actions. To perform a village action as your main action, your ship must be in a village. Usually you can only perform 1 village action, but if you moved further, you get to perform it more.
So you can't do 3 different ones. You must do the same one 3 times.
No, it can be different.
Can
I think
different
you
ones.
Mix and match.
Yep.
You probably can't discard for coins 3 times though, because you
No.
won't have any cards to discard.
Yes, if you discarded at least 1 card, you get 2 doubloons. You do not immediately redraw cards.
Yeah.
Sorry, how do you get to a village? This is the village.
Anything
right?
Village is
that
just a
isn't
small,
city.
smaller
A
circle.
small circle.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, is it anything that isn't a city?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Sorry.
Right, okay. So yeah, discard all the cards in hand and get 2 money, as long as you discarded 1 card. Get 1 money, or buy a card.
Sorry, don't understand then. So that looks like a village icon.
That's a city.
That's a city.
City.
Right, okay, I'm being dim. Right, thank
So
you.
yeah, I think the villages are the small
Villages
circles.
just
Oh,
small
okay,
circles.
all right,
Yeah.
thank you.
So buying a card, that'll be those then, which I can't see. Cause
Or,
the two
or
or
are-
on your
these.
display, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's like a special area for cards that only you can buy.
Right,
They
okay.
don't, because these don't count your hand limit, which is basically why I put the expensive one in there. I think because it would take a while to get it out of my hand. I think you can buy from your hand as well, can't you?
Yeah.
So you can buy from there.
Right, tell me about buying of cards then, because I've not read that bit in the rule book. Oh, I better zoom out.
This is the thing that I was saying. You're going to need to play cards beside your board.
Right.
Because this is what I think. This is how you get these cards is buying, but it wasn't entirely
Yeah.
clear.
Okay.
So when you buy a card, that's the village action.
Which is a village action, buy a card, yeah?
Yep. And then you can, I believe, you either buy a card from your hand or from your display,
Yeah.
by paying the cost. in
Or from
the,
over there, or not.
I think you choose those when you're redrawing up to your hand limit, and you can pay 1 doubloon to get a card from
Okay.
there instead of one at the top
Oh
of the deck.
yeah, yeah. So if you
Yeah.
draw that one,
Yeah.
you pay
So when you
you
draw
pay
up,
1 for each space along. I
Yeah,
think, but you're
right.
not.
for what?
So you buy a card from your hand or from your planning area,
Yeah.
and you place it next to your shipboard.
Yeah,
So if we
so-
put
so
it
those are
below
for
our
redrawing.
shipboard,
Yeah.
because I think that'll show.
I think we made enough space to do that.
Yeah, so
we
cards
did.
that we've bought we'll put below our shipboard. Right, okay, and then you just refill from there.
Yeah, so those are for drawing cards at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buying is separate.
Okay.
Buying is your hand.
So
or
normally
your
you would
display.
draw this one for free. That costs 1, 2,
Is
and
it?
3, I think.
I thought it was just 1
You can't buy them.
doubloon for each of them, regardless.
But if you don't, I think if you don't draw this one, you have to put money out. Pay money.
Okay, we'll get to that when we look at phase C. So what are these cards about then?
Right, so you've got different coloured boxes which tell you what type of benefit you're getting.
Yep.
A green one is an income benefit, so that will be moving yourself
You
up
actually
the,
move
up
the cube,
tracks.
right?
A red one is a permanent gain benefit, so in this case, +1 explorer
Yep.
steps.
Yep.
A blue one is an assistant, so when you play that, for example, this guy's a smuggler, and there's a little number 7 there.
Pop it here.
That means I've got to put a worker in space number 7.
Oh, right. Okay.
And if I stop at number 7, I now have the option of doing an assistant action.
when you're at St. Kitts, you can do that.
Instead of the village action.
Right. Nice.
And what? Oh, okay. And what are those 3 little squares that convert to 5 gold and 2 victory points?
I
3
think there's
identical goods.
3 of identical goods. And the other thing is these little town icons, which essentially gives you
Synergy tokens.
these synergy tokens,
Yeah.
which are requirements on the others. For example, that one, you need a synergy token to get an extra 2 income. That can happen before or after you play the card. So if you've already got one and you play this card, you go up 4 income spots. If you don't have it, you go up 2 income spots. You buy this later on somehow, you go up the other 2.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so how do we get those synergy tokens?
Other cards will have them on. Now this one
Okay.
gives you the
green
level
hand,
Oh, I
for
see.
example.
If it's got a green hand with a
Yeah.
token, you take the token.
Yeah.
Might have made a very bad selection of cards.
Right. So that's buying a card, and that is a village action. Right. So the other thing you can do is fulfill a quest.
Might have to try and get rid of these for some other reason.
You can only fulfill a quest in a location
Well,
with
you
a
can
quest tile.
discard all your cards pretty easily at a
Yeah.
village.
So you can only fulfill a quest in a location with a quest tile. You have to pay the cost, but doing so gains you the quest tile along with the reward. If you don't pay the necessary cost, you can't fulfill the quest. They're all summarised on page 23, but after you've fulfilled the quest, you take it and you put it in the leftmost available space on your shipboard. You get 3 victory points for the 4th one, and an extra 2 victory points for each additional one you fulfill after that. And it looks like you can have multiple ones on this space. Right, so let's go through the quests that we can currently see, which are all explained on page 23. 23. Right, quests. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at this one first. So this looks like return a figure. Question story. Yeah, return a figure in your supply to the general supply.
Yeah, so one of these dudes. I
So one of
believe.
these, you have to lose it. And if you do that, you get.
A carrot in a pot.
You receive the indicated bonus, which is victory points and doubloons, once for each one of those icons you have.
That's a compass icon, I think.
Yeah, so for each compass you've got, you get 2 money, and you get 3 movement on your explorer.
By
And you
default,
have
you've got
one
on the board.
compass to begin with.
Oh, that's a
Oh, which is
I
there.
thought
If
it
you,
was
if
the top
you had
hat.
this guy down, you'd have the second one.
I thought it was a carrot
Right.
in a cauldron.
This one is that you must discard 2 cards from your hands showing the required objects, and you get 1 point for each top hat compass you've got, and 2 explorer movements.
So that's 2 telescopes, that is.
This one is 2 map icons for something very similar. This is also very similar. This one's very. Do they all give bonuses for compasses?
Looks like it.
Because these are all
Yeah, I
these are
think
all
so.
giving bonuses for compasses. There are other bonuses are available, but that one there is you must pay a combat point. So yeah, if there's a red number, it means you've got to pay it.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the quests, and that is one of the main actions that you can do.
This is bonus for compasses. What does that actually mean?
For every compass that you have.
But where?
So you've
Ye-
got
this-
a
this
compass
simple.
here, which is 1, and then you might have one.
You
on
might
your
have them on cards.
Okay, so it'll be the cards that you've paid to play.
Yeah.
So if I've played that card and it's got that red compass on it, that means I've got another compass.
That's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
Okay.
permanent game effect is the
Right.
red.
Okay.
Assistant actions we've kind of mentioned. If you're at the location where you have an assistant, you can do the thing.
How do you put an assistant on the board?
By buying the card.
Buying the card. Tells you at the top of the
Okay,
card.
I see. I haven't got any of those. That's all right.
Right. Homeward bound spaces. So that's these. These are special. The first homeward bound space, space 20, is perform a combat action or move your explorer 2 spaces. 21B is score 3 victory points, as is 21A. And 22 is score 5 victory points and then proceed to final scoring. So interim scoring, which is after rounds 1, 2 and 3. Starting with the player who triggered the interim scoring, each player in clockwise direction chooses one of the following, which is this bit here. Choose one of your project cards, either in your hand or your planning area, and buy it. Redraw cards as if it was phase C. You can also choose to invest in a prestige building instead. or score 2 victory points. Then you receive income according to your markers' locations on the doubloon and the victory point track. Then remove all delivered goods discs from the cities on the board. Then discard all face-up cards in the display and draw 4 new ones. Reveal the next face-down prestige building. And then check to see if the current story's requirements have been fulfilled. But I don't think we have that, because we're not playing the story mode. If you're not playing the campaign, add new quests to the game depending on what round it is and how many players there are, and then return all ships to Havana. So that's what you do in rounds 1 to 3. In round 4, you do something slightly different. Choose one of your project cards and buy it, which is the same, or get 2 points. Score your victory points according to your track and your income. The next one is score victory points for all project cards in your display, as well as for prestige building investments. And then for each nation, check which player has gained the most influence. The player with the most gets 3. Finally, score players' noble ranks in each nation. So for each nation, multiply your noble rank, which Andy was saying is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For each nation, multiply your noble rank by the nation's multiplier. So each nation's multiplier...
3, 4, 5, 6.
Each nation's multiplier is equal to the number of empty spaces next to the influence track from which all nation markers were removed. So here, yeah, it's that multiplied by your thing. It's a little bit like the shares in Mombasa.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
And then there's a majority bonus. So check how many nation markers are on the board. The nation with the most nation markers on the board gets a majority bonus of 2, which again is multiplied by your thing. Second most is a majority bonus of 1. In case of a tie, all tied nations receive the high value. And then for each nation, once you've worked out the value of it, you multiply it by how much influence you have in that nation. And then finally here, using the same rules as interim scoring, check to see if your story cards have had their requirements fulfilled, which we don't have any of. There we go. Very quick whistle-stop tour of what we're supposed to be doing. Career cards. Right, let's cover the career cards next. So
Golly. Right, okay.
Each career card shows 3 tasks that you can complete in any order. There are 2 different options for completing the task. As soon as you meet the upper requirement for any task, you can use a free action, now or later, to complete it. Take the doubloons indicated and add the corresponding figure to your supply. You can also wait until you meet the lower requirement instead. In that case, you score victory points in addition to taking doubloons and add a figure to your supply. So mine is number of combat tokens, which are these. So presumably you keep them. If I've got 3 of them, I can say I've completed that bit, I'll get 2 money. But if I wait until I've got 4 of them, I get 2 points and 2 money. Which is a little bit like the mechanic in Blackout Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Once you've completed all of them, you've been promoted to an admiral, you flip the card over and you get 2 points and 2 money. Took this card face down under the board so that the ship's mast is lengthened, which has no effect on the game, but it looks nice. Right. Any questions about the career cards?
No.
Nope.
Ship upgrades.
Actually, I do have a question.
Yep.
Mine says number of assistants blue blob. I mean, I assume that means ones that you've put out there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, fine.
Ship upgrades. As soon as you remove both discs from an area of your ship, you get either an immediate bonus if it's a tan background, or an ongoing bonus if it's a red background.
Yeah. And somebody did say in the chat earlier for your first game that they recommend the obvious one, 4+2, which is what? Increase your hand size. I mean, I don't know whether they know what they're talking about or not.
Your hand limit is increased to 6 cards instead of 4.
I think it was the person who said they played 5 times. So.
Daniel. Right, okay.
Looks good to me.
That's what I was planning to do. So
Yeah.
So one of them
see
here
the
is
obvious one.
you can take cards from the display for free. Yeah, so let's go back to that thing that you mentioned, Phase C. Draw cards from the face down draw pile until you reach your hand limit.
Yep. Face down.
That's what it says.
That's
Right.
those ones.
Instead of doing that, you can take from the face up display. However, each face up card you add will cost you 1 doubloon.
Ah, right. Okay, so it's not how far up. It's just
No,
literally
just one
one
doubloon.
per card
Yeah.
because you can see what you're taking.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you've completed that ship upgrade,
It's free.
it's free.
Yeah. Okay.
If the draw pile ever runs out, shuffle the discard pile and use it to form a new draw pile.
Yeah, might
Right.
do that one instead, actually.
So
I think
we have an example of the blind leading the blind. But
Hurrah.
do we have enough to?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
So
think
this video is not for expert players, as you see. Some of us read the rules, some of us didn't. This might be similar to your first game, where we've really no idea what we're doing, but we will try and talk through it.
Before we start,
Yep.
does anyone object if I just switch the card I've chosen to put down there now? I know what
Not
I'm
not
doing?
at all. And I'm looking at potentially doing the same because I thought that was something that I would actually have.
And I think I might swap one of my cards that I threw away.
Yeah.
If that's okay with everybody.
So the planning
Fine.
area.
Do
by
we know
me.
what's what, though? That's the
So
trouble.
this
Just
is-
shuffle,
Yeah, well,
just shuffle these and draw 3 more.
That's
It's
all right,
basically
no,
a way
I'm
to
all
have
right.
extra
That's
cards
okay.
in your
It's okay.
hand.
Doesn't
Sure.
matter.
It's a card that's in your hand but
I
doesn't
mean, I'm
count
tempted
towards
to
your
do
hand.
it, but I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, I wouldn't. Yeah, I'd probably have thrown that one away. I think it looks hard to do.
Right, so if everybody's
Yeah,
in the
let's go with
chat,
it.
if
And
everybody's
obviously
ready.
it doesn't get discarded when you use the village action or anything to discard your cards.
Oh,
either.
it's an extra hand.
Yeah, it's sort of it's a safe card as well.
Gotcha. So place your bets. Who do you think's going
Oh,
to win?
when can we put more in here?
I have no idea.
Because there's 2 more spaces there to get stuff out of your hand.
Good question.
Is it a free action? You can put something
I've
down
got a
there?
funny feeling it might be.
I think there's something like that.
We've got 22 seconds to find it before somebody in the chat tells us the answer. How do you put more cards into your planning area? Yes, before, during, or after your main action, a free action is take one of your cards from your hand and add it to the planning area above your shipboard. If
Okay.
all
Yeah,
3
okay.
spaces are filled, you can't do it.
Yep.
You can buy these cards later, but you cannot discard them or use them as goods.
Yep, that's
Yep.
fine.
Right.
That's the key thing. You can't use them as goods, so
Yeah.
you need to be
So
careful.
they're
with them in
literally
your
they're
hand.
tied up until you pay for them, which is why I was thinking I might
Yeah.
take it out because it's 16 to pay for. But
Yeah.
I think I'll leave it there. It might
Excellent.
be.
So Daniel's
Might
here
be.
to help out, and as I say, Ralph is here from Games Up. So yeah, with your two, prod us when we make any mistakes. But yes, as I say, we're going to be stumbling
Right,
through
fine.
this.
I'm ready to go, I think.
Ready to go. I'm thirsty. I'm going to need to stop for some water at some point, but I'll do that later on. We got some water.
Awesome.
Yes, please. Just pour a bit in there. Okay, fine. So it's my go. So I move. Oh, there's another city action here. I
Yep.
just realised. Which is what? Spend one of those. Thank you.
And you get a person and a village action. I believe.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
What is it? A flying bird?
Yeah.
It is that. I've got one of those. Is it tobacco?
And there's 4 spaces there, so we can all do that.
Yeah.
And it gives you. Okay,
And I just happened to ended up with 2 cards with that symbol on.
Right,
Who's going first?
me.
Ah,
When do you buy a card again?
You buy it as a village action.
That was it.
There.
There might be another way
My
to do
God,
it.
that's
but
a village
yeah.
action.
And that is a village action.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to move 1 space.
I've got a feeling we're all going to do this.
So I am going to. But I wanted to keep this card.
So you can keep it. You don't have to do the good.
I don't have to do the
That's
good, but the
optional.
good allows me to remove a disc.
Yeah.
So let's do that. So I'm going to discard this card. I'm going to deliver. I think it's tobacco. It looks like a pipe with some leaves.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
Anyway, the brown stuff. I'll discard that card, and I'll take one of these. And apparently, for your first game, you should do this one first.
Well, that's what somebody said. I think this one's just as powerful, probably.
It could be if you know how to use it.
Yeah.
I'm
If
going
you
to
knew what
remove.
cards were, I think it
I'm going to
probably would
remove
be.
that
Yeah.
one. I'm going to put it there, and then I get to take one of these, and I get to do 1 village action, and with that village action, I am going to buy a card, and I'm going to spend 7 money, and I'm going to buy the Pioneer. So the Pioneer means that my Explorer will move an additional 1 step. Every time I move my Explorer, I get to move it once more. But you're saying that my income also goes up by 2.
Yes.
And if I had one of those synergy counters, it would go up by another 2.
Yes.
It's also worth 2 points at the end of the game.
Yep.
And what's this icon below the box? Because there's 2 icons on each of these cards.
It's a different type of resource. So for like the telescope for here,
Oh, right, okay.
map for here.
I think they're goods and items or something.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So there's two
Something like
types of
that.
resource on each of these.
Yeah.
Right, okay, cool.
So it looks like the one on the bottom is used for quests, basically, and the one on the top
Yeah.
is used for
Right.
city things.
So that was my main action. So I could do some free actions. Well, in fact, actually, I wanted to buy that. That's the one I wanted to buy. Because now all cards are one cheaper.
Change your mind, have you?
I have changed my mind.
Let's put his income back down.
Oh, actually, yeah, it's a completely different card, isn't it?
Super
Yeah, you're
hot
right.
there,
Put it
Andy,
down.
well done.
So if I put this here, I'm trying to work out what the disadvantage of me putting it there is.
It means you can't use the good or
Which
other
is
bit
fine,
on it.
'cause I
which is
actually
fine
want-
if you don't need that.
I want the other thing.
And you've only got so many spots in
Yeah,
there.
I've
You
only
can't
got some
discard
spots.
from there, so
It's fine.
it's kind of stuck there.
So we are now into phase C,
Did you get a victory? When did you score that victory?
end of the game.
End of the game. Yeah.
Okay.
I think we're in phase C. So I draw
Up to.
up to my hand size, which is 4, but I could buy cards there, but I can't see them.
A shipbuilder or a cartographer?
There's
And you
there's only
can't
two
afford
different
them.
ones there.
Oh, no,
Oh,
you only
they're
pay one,
slightly
don't you?
different.
Sorry.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a price
Oh yeah,
difference.
yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, different places as well. Yeah. Okay. What are you saying?
I'm just going to take 3 from the top of the deck, please, Carol.
Certainly.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you know the game, if a certain card comes out that you think, oh, that card's going to be awesome for me,
So I'm going to have 2 actions.
and I'm done. First round is done.
Wow.
Good start.
What's the time?
It's 5 to 5, so we need to pack this away.
And put our super.
We're doing for those people who are interested in Marvel Champions, we're doing a live stream of Marvel Champions at 5 o'clock today.
Yeah.
So we need to get this finished by 5.
A nice little rest for our brains on that one.
Yeah.
Unless you're playing as Tony Stark.
I'm normally only Carol at weekends.
So I guess I've got to move one.
Money is tight early on. Don't buy
Yeah.
cards unless you know you need it. But what else is money for?
Money talks.
Yeah. Money seems to be mainly for buying cards.
So I go there, I discard a card with the tobacco on. I take a disc. It's fine. Gotta be. I get a guy.
Yep.
And I get a village action.
You do.
And a village action, so I can either draw one card or I can pay to take one card.
Or you can discard all your cards for 2 money.
Or I can discard all my cards for 2 money, which I don't want to do. So,
Okay. So what's printed?
so an assistant action, what does that actually help me do?
Well, you can only do an assistant action if you have an assistant.
I know that.
Here.
It depends on the assistant.
That's why I'm worried, thinking about buying the card that lets me put an assistant in space 2.
The assistant action is the bit in the blue.
Right, so if I go that one, he's going to go into space 2.
Yep.
I've no idea what that means. I think I probably
It's
won't.
printed in the text at the bottom.
So that'll move your combat points up 1.
Yeah.
You get to remove one of your brown discs, and then you get 2 village actions. So that's pretty good.
Okay. It is, but there's other things I want to do before that.
Yeah,
so
Daniel
I'll
was
have to
talking
go.
about paying to draw face-up
The other
cards,
thing
so
is, by the
avoid
time you
paying
can-
for them.
By the time you can get him into
Early
play,
on.
you'll be past phase 2, space 2, so you won't be able to use them until next round.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I'm actually going to do, as my free action, I'm going to put that one in there, and then I'm going to draw 2.
Okay, you're done.
And then I'm done.
Simple game.
My go?
Yep.
As you say
Okay.
about Lisboa,
Yeah.
draw a card, do something.
I'm going to, just for the sake of our audience, I'm going to do something different.
Do something different.
No, you're going to ruin the game.
Oh, sorry, okay. I'm going to move to Santo Domingo. I'm going to play my corn, or dishevelled banana,
Yep,
whichever
yep.
you
It's
want.
corn.
Where does this discard go? Here.
Yep.
Yep.
And I'm going to
Place a disc
place
on
a
here.
disc. How do I open up this combat-y stuff
Two
here?
village actions.
I think that's
Paul.
just where you put.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you didn't, did you?
Yes,
You did one
space
village
for your
action.
Okay.
combat time.
Has everyone else gone with 4 and 2?
I
With their
haven't.
Card reveals.
I've gone something different.
Okay. I'll go.
Yeah, Paul's gone for extra action, extra village action.
I'm guessing. I can't go in 4 and 6. I'm guessing like GWT until later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Say again.
Yeah, I think
These
that means
you have
need,
to
you
already
need
have
four
empty
others
4 other
already
than
done.
empty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right.
I don't know
I'll
what
do
the
that.
actions underneath do, but
There we go.
And then you get to do
Explorer moves 1 or 2 spaces.
2, please. Which means that you'll be able to jump
You get
over
2
me.
victory points.
Yay!
Winning.
Okay, take a photo of that because that'll be the only time I'll be ahead. And then I can do things with cards.
Yes.
If I want to play my smuggler, I have to
That,
pay
no,
7?
so that to
No?
buy a card is a village action.
Yeah.
and that comes down here. So
Yeah,
I
you
can't
don't
do
have a
that
village
under that
action.
village action.
You
Right.
can store one here or here if you like.
Otherwise,
Draw up to 4.
okay. I see. So I can cycle my hand. Can I discard cards?
you can discard all of your cards.
But I don't have a village action.
That's
so
a village
that-
action.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll just draw now.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Right. The green pirates. We go here.
Arr.
I'll discard a tobacco thingy. I'll go with the halfway towards the hand size upgrade. And I'm going to buy myself a pioneer for
Can you move 0?
7.
No.
Nope.
So you can't sit
You
there and
move
do
1 to
that
7.
action again.
Oh, and he costs a dude, which cancels out the one I would have gained. So I get 2 points on my income. Yep. And that's it for now. So I will draw back up to 4 cards. Can I just have 2 from the top?
Andy, can you?
Oh, wait, I'm going to put a card on my display before I look at those. Let's put this guy down. There we go.
Can you remind me what that icon does for me?
This one
It
is
gives me an
the
extra
compass.
compass,
So
yeah.
that's a multiplier for quest rewards.
All of these.
Okay.
So I didn't do a village action, did I?
Oh, that means I need a 3rd card.
Did I? Drawing the cards isn't a village action, is it?
Nope.
Drawing off the top. So I never actually did a village action, did I?
Don't know.
Oh,
Well, I did that. Don't worry about it. I'll do it next
Well,
time.
just get 1 money.
yeah, that's fair enough, isn't it?
Right.
No.
So I need more money. So what's the? Okay. It's a long way to get there, but if you do get there, you get that.
It's a long way to get where?
Where around here? Let's go there. Seems fun. So there's nothing to do here. Oh no, that's a village
Village
action.
action.
Yeah, you could always stop and do
But
a village
I've moved
action.
1.
Yep,
So
so you
there's no
get
point.
1.
Whereas 2 is still not very good. Whereas 3,
But that's not a village.
no, but it's a city.
You need 4 for a 2nd village action if you want to go for 2 village actions.
No, that's fine. I'll go there. So I've moved 3. I will do a city action. I will deliver some stuff and unlock that.
Oh, that's the
Put it on there, which gets me 2 money
that's the dog turd covered in autumn leaves.
and gets me a village action. Now I don't have enough to buy a card. Do I want to discard all of these cards? Oh, I could discard all of these cards. But I can reserve one. Oh, choices. Wow. So now, when I move 2 spaces, I get to do 2 village actions, but that's only at a village. I don't think that applies here because that is specifically one village action
Yeah.
rather
Oh my
than
goodness. Hello, Cat.
village actions. We've got a Thor or a Loki. It's probably a
Right, it's
Loki.
black.
Yeah, it's a Loki. Loki wanders in a few times a day, meows, and
So
usually
if you go to a town, you don't get the village actions no matter how far you've moved, yeah?
no. I am just going to throw all of these cards away and get 2 money. So that's my village action. Because Daniel says money's tight.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see that.
And throwing a whole load of cards away to get replacements seems good. Now, is there anything there that suits my strategy?
Hello?
Probably not. Can I have 4 cards off the top, please? And
You
then
have
I'm-
a strategy
No,
already.
that's what I was
Oh,
There we
sorry.
go. Right, okay.
It feels like you're in a really awkward place there, like you're about
Yeah,
to
you're
fall.
just going to have to push him off.
Well, I'm just worried he's going to claw me in it because he seems to be slipping.
Yeah, he does that.
Claw you in the unmentionable.
Yeah.
Right, shall we go?
Yes, no, that's rather irritating, isn't it? Because I wanted to do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 5,
Stephen's here, 6 a.m. in Los
7.
Angeles.
That's no good. 1, 2,
I've
3,
just done my
4,
second
5,
action.
6, 7. That's no good.
We're going to be here a while.
Okay, so if I go 2. Spend a banana.
It's a corn.
Corn.
Oh, where am I going to spend my resources? I'm going to have to run in front of you all, maybe.
Well, that's what I was going to go where Paul went, so I've just gone where you were going to go by the sound of it.
Yep. Could go there anyway.
That's that.
2 of these.
Yeah,
We can have 1 and get 3 money,
yeah.
or 2 and get 1 money, but be further ahead.
I'll be. I'll take the 1.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'll take the 1 move and 3 money.
Oh, right, okay.
Because actually, if other people then go ahead of me, I'll jump loads more
Yeah.
spaces.
Have 3 money.
And if money's tight,
Paul Inco is here as well. Hello, Paul.
so that's me done, and I now have a hand size of 6, so I'll draw 3.
Wowzers.
Right, so my decision is to... I've got this...
Open fire.
I've got this smuggler chappie
Yeah. Simon.
on 7, Simon the Smuggler. So I'm thinking that I might want to do something with him,
Okay.
but I don't have 3 goods yet.
You also need to buy him.
You've got to buy the card
I've
first.
got to buy the card.
So you need to stop at 6, which is the village,
Yeah.
and then you could buy him, and then your next turn, 7, you could go and activate him.
Okay, so I can't land, activate and do all that at the
No,
same time.
Because
right?
using the assistant is a main action.
But since I don't have 3 goods anyway,
No.
I'm probably not going to do anything. Do I need this little...
You might have 3 goods by the time you redraw your hand at the end of next turn,
yeah,
though.
okay.
And especially as you can pick
Yes,
from those.
good,
Of
all
course,
good
yeah,
questions.
that's why you might want to pick cards.
However, for randomness, I think I want to go to Maracaibo, since that's the name of the game, and have a fight. Is that what I'm about to do?
So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. And
You're going to deliver some
I'm going to deliver some goods.
sugar.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think
Looks
so.
like a Swede. Okay.
The famous
That's
Caribbean Swede
Swede, yeah.
plantations.
That's a challenge, because I kind of wanted the compass icon, because I was thinking about going down the discovery.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff on these cards,
Yeah.
isn't there?
Okay, let's find out what happens with a fight anyway.
Okay.
So I'm going to do the... but I don't have to get rid of the
You
goods.
don't have to do the good.
But I will do, because it opens up my
It opens
card
everything, yeah.
and doodah. Right, okay.
Scott saying it would play quickly. So I spoke to Alexander Pfister about it, and he reckons this is a 30 minutes per player game
Mm-hmm.
once you know what you're doing.
Right, okay.
And to be honest, I can play Great Western Trail with 4 people in under 2 hours.
Yeah.
Whereas your first game was 4 hours.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Okay.
I think it will flow well once you know it. There's a lot going on. Fight.
Fight.
So you
What
draw a
happens
combat
now?
tile,
Okay.
and then we have a
Anyone?
whole extra section on your player reference sheet that tells you what happens. So you
Okay,
reveal
so I
it.
reveal it. I've got the 1 and the -2 at the top.
That doesn't apply because there's currently no cubes on the board for
Yeah.
any of the nations. So choose which nation
I've
you
got-
want to fight for.
I've got 5 for France, 4 for Spain, 1 and a victory point for
3
good
and a
old-
victory point.
Sorry,
for
3 and a good old point for good old Blighty.
These quest tiles, are they the right way up?
Yeah.
They are.
It says put them face
Okay.
up.
Okay.
I've got no idea what I'm supposed to do now.
A higher number is better, so...
Yes.
Okay. But it's the French. Sorry, any French. Okay. Right. So remember, Asian Talk. Right. Let's go for France.
Okay, so you move your marker up 5 spaces.
It's on 0 and it ends up
Should
being
be on 1,
5.
shouldn't
Should
it?
be on 1. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
6. Good. Okay.
Choose which and immediately pay or get the corresponding costs or bonuses. Doubloons, influence or victory points or figures. And then perform combat actions with your chosen nation. Which are these? These are the different combat actions you can perform.
Okay. So basically, I've got my 5.
Yeah,
That
that
was
tile
it.
is not needed now.
Okay.
That tile can go there, I believe.
Okay.
So So you can pay as many combat
But
points
whatever you
from your
perform
ship
is
as you
going to
want.
be for the French, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm
So
now.
you don't have to spend any, and you just keep the combat points. Is that right?
I don't know. That seems
Yeah, you don't have to spend
odd.
any.
As soon as you no longer can, because the combat value would drop below 0, or want to perform any more combat actions, your combat is over. Put the combat token face down onto the appropriate location. Any unused combat value is lost.
Yeah, so I think this just supplements the points you get from that. You don't move the track up.
Right. So all I'm doing, just for the harder thinking, I am, remember, the village idiot of the
Did you
group.
get
So,
6 up?
so I've got 6. I've got 5 and then 1 on from the board. I've got 5 from my card.
No, I think that's not how I.
Yeah,
do it.
I don't think it adds to your
That
track
doesn't.
there. That
Your track stays where it is. You
Oh,
can
your track
spend
stays at
that.
1, does it?
yeah,
I think that's something you can spend to
yeah,
boost
you
it,
boost it up. but
Okay.
but you don't have to spend
The track
it.
stays.
So if you do it without it,
Okay.
it's irrelevant. I don't
Okay, I'll read the chat. The combat point on the token
Oh,
of virtual.
that's
Yeah,
what I
thank
thought,
you,
yeah.
Ralph.
Yeah.
And will not increase the level on the shipboard.
Yeah.
Right, okay. You can use the combat points on your ship in addition to this combat. Right, there you go. Thank you.
But do they get used up?
No. Don't think so. I think they stay.
I think they would get used
I
up.
think they
wouldn't
get used up.
You can use as many points from your ship or shipboard or return as many of your figures back to the general supply as you like to increase the combat value. Each point or figure that you spend or return
Yeah.
increases
Yeah,
the
so
combat
you-
value by
you've
one.
gotta be
You'd
spending.
spend it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to spend it,
So you've got
Same
6.
for
6.
6 points.
and then it looks like I can do.
You don't want 6, actually.
Well, 6 is okay. You can
I
do 2 actions
and,
with
I
that.
can do 2. I can
Oh,
do
you
the
mean do a 2 and a 4?
4.
Right, okay, yes.
Just to play the rules to
Yep.
see what it all means. So,
So 2
means
is gain 1 influence with the fighting nation. So you've got 1 influence with the French.
So I move it here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And then the 4 is choose a flag on the board. If there's no ownership marker there,
What?
Reduce the combat value by 4. Gain 1 influence with the fighting nation, and then take the cube and put it on the board.
Yep. So we get
So
a little
this
blue
one-
cube goes down here.
Goes here.
Okay, what's that?
Is it? Well, it says any flag on the board. Yeah, choose a flag on the board.
Oh, really?
Oh, well,
Yeah.
the one with the
Okay.
highest.
Because you're at Maracaibo, so you're.
Yeah.
I guess historically this is where all the armies were based, and
Yeah.
you can go off and now conquer something.
So I've got victory points or cash. Are those my options for where I place them? Looks like it on the iconography.
Yeah.
So I probably want to place it on the place with the highest.
Yeah, because you've got 2 influence in France. I
Yeah.
guess this adds to the value of that nation at the end of the game.
Right. So
I guess.
there are 2 places.
Well,
with
you're
victory-
uncovering stuff, aren't you?
And that as well.
There are 2 places with victory points
Hmm?
and 2
Yeah,
places
1 and
with
a 2.
gold.
Well, there's 2, there's 3.
Oh,
4.
sorry.
Yeah,
Right.
it's these flags here.
And money is short at the start of the game. Do you? If
So
I
yeah,
if
question
I,
for the chat is when do you get this money that's printed on the flag? Is it an end of game thing?
and if I put it there, do I gain more influence or something?
Don't
on
believe
this
so.
square?
No, the
Right.
French do.
the
You
French
don't.
have got influence there if you put it there.
Okay, so what does
I'll
have the
check the
French
chat.
having influence there mean?
A multiplier for your points with France at the end. And also,
So,
people
yeah.
have to pay more if they want to conquer that space.
France is now worth 1 multiplied by 1. So you're getting 1 point at the end of the game because
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
If you go to there, you'll get 2
Yeah,
points
yeah,
at the end of the game.
Okay, understood that.
And if that was there,
I'm just wondering if
it's still 1.
in other similar games, if you put a card down, you get points when people pass it or anything like that. I was just wondering
No.
if that was
No.
it. Okay, let's just go for raw victory points then.
So here,
If I get them now.
I don't think you get them now. You will get the money and the points instantly, says Daniel Tull.
Ah,
Yeah.
There we go.
okay. So
Any flag, immediate
Dan.
money, or immediate VP on the VP track. So by putting that there, it is an immediate. I think this
Okay.
game's broken
because I'm winning.
because you're winning. You've got 4 points and we've got none.
Yeah, yeah.
Banana.
It can't be a good game. My role is to come last, playing any game.
You're not doing very well at coming last.
All right.
Yeah.
Hooray! Take another photo.
Take another photo.
And then I don't do anything with my. Oh, I'm not in a village idiot space, so I don't do any village
No,
actions.
you've just done the city
and
action.
I just draw.
You've
up,
got your free actions if you wanted to.
which are remind me.
It's a career project, a career or starting a project. Oh yeah, careers.
What's a career?
Your
thing.
your card with your little objectives on that you're... I guess you're nowhere near that.
Influence 4. No. Okay.
Only money on the green background goes on the income track. Yes.
Yep.
Andy's got to go back to work. Thank you very much,
Bye,
Andy.
Andy.
We'll see you later on.
And so now I can either buy one of these.
Nope, that's a village action.
Okay, so I just draw up to my
You
hand.
just draw up to your
No,
hand.
no, that is an action you can do now. that's one.
Oh, is that?
to
Yeah,
take one of
sorry.
those.
You can buy from there.
Okay.
There's no limit to how many...
Oh, sorry, I've got my hand here, so I'm up to 6. You'll draw up to 6 now.
There's no limit to how many cards you can buy, as in...
Well, it's one, isn't it? It's an action to buy one.
No, but no limit to how many...
No, you can have as many as you want.
Right.
Yes.
We may run out of
Right,
space.
my go.
Sorry, microphone.
I'm
business.
going to... I don't like this. I don't like being last. I'll go 2 because I feel like I ought to do something with my explorer. So I can get 3 spaces.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know if I want 3 spaces. 1,
Yep.
2.
Yeah, but you'd be the first to cross the red line.
Yeah. Go on, let's do it. 3.
So you get 3 influence
Yep.
with 1 nation.
Let's go with the English,
Oh, the English.
just because.
1, 2, 3.
And I also get a fighty point.
Yep.
I think that's it, isn't it?
Oh,
When are you going to do the quest?
that's
No,
this
I'm not
space.
on the space with the quest yet, so I need another 1.
Oh, I see.
So I think that is me
see.
done.
Okay. Right, so my go. Where am I? I'm there. So I now have a special ability that if I move 2, I get to do the village action twice. And if I move 5, I get to do it 3 times. Let's do that. That's a village space.
Yeah.
So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I get to do 3 village actions.
Mm-hmm.
Check that out. Right. Well, I'm going to buy a card, which costs me 1 less because of this. Wow, this game's deep. There's a lot going on, isn't there?
About 70 fathoms, I'd say.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much choice here in all of this stuff. Where am I? I'm there. Okay, right. Rewind. I'm going to move 2. Which means I get to do 2 village actions. My first village action is to buy an innkeeper, which costs me 5.
Ooh, hang on. Doesn't it say?
He's got a special.
You've got a special
thing.
thing. Right.
He did his super upgrade.
Which means I place one of these in Martinique. So I have an assistant there.
Nice.
I'm going to light it down.
Right.
What does your assistant do?
When I go there, I get 3 money and 2 points per assistant.
Good.
That's not bad. But it is only 1 away.
Yep.
That's the bad thing. Right, my second village action will be... bin these rubbish. I get 2 money. I don't know. And then I'll redraw up to my hand size. So can I take... Oh, now, let's have a look. So I'm going to go there next time. And then I'm going to go there. No, I'll just have 4 cards from the top, please.
Sorry, Carol. Your hand size isn't 6 yet, no?
No.
No.
I'm going to just move those. There you go. Cool. Right.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you move the yellow ship 4, please?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Which will get me 2 village actions.
Yep.
And I think that is going to be...
How do you get yourself round the explore track so far? I can't see that many.
Who?
Just in general.
Well,
Is
Andy
that-
moved 2, but he moved
Yeah,
an
yeah,
extra one, and you skip spaces that are occupied.
Sorry, so I'm looking at how far it is.
Yep.
There's loads of it, but there's only one on the board.
One there.
One there. Oh, two on the board. Okay.
These here.
They get your movement as well.
Oh, do they? Right. Okay.
So green 2. So this goes up 2.
Yeah.
And that thing.
If
still
you
goes-
had that synergy token, you get an extra 2.
And that can be played later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whenever you get hold of that,
I
synergy
haven't
token,
seen an
you'll get your
opportunity.
two.
I've had loads of cards that require that one. I haven't seen a single card with one that gets it yet. But
No, we haven't been cycling through these, so we haven't seen as many new cards yet.
I've seen a couple of cards that get the synergy tokens.
Oh, I've got cards that get synergy tokens, not that house
Yeah,
one.
not the right one. Yeah.
And all the
Right.
cards I've had that need them need that house one.
I've got a card that costs 20.
Wow.
I mean,
Must be
this
good.
is insane. Well, there's also these prestige buildings as well that cost a lot.
Oh yeah, we can all do those, can't we?
Yeah, when can you buy them?
When you reach
It's the
the end, I think, isn't
same
it?
as buying a card, isn't it? You can buy a card or buy one of these.
Is that right?
I think so. I don't know what that one does.
I'll check.
Yeah.
Who's going?
Well, that gets me a synergy token.
Are we
That gets
having
me-
fun? Well, I'm having fun.
Yes.
No
There we
idea
go.
no idea what I'm doing. Not the faintest clue. So I've got one more village action left.
This is everything I ever want in a game. A colourful board.
Blue.
Yeah. And an intense amount of
So,
head scratching.
This
Yeah.
one says draw a quest from the quest pile. Does it have to be the top one?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
So what does explain the top one
Spend
to
1
me?
combat power to get 2 money for each compass you've got and remove 2 discs from your player board.
That's quite nice.
Yeah, okay.
What is that little? Oh yeah, that's give a person back. Okay.
That'll be me done.
Blue.
Right. Okay. More insanity from John World. Could you move me to?
Yeah, instead of buying a card, you could invest in a prestige building by paying the necessary costs.
Where are you going?
I think I'm going to 18 because that gets me that.
Then I got to get some.
Okay.
Did it get me that?
Is that where it's supposed to be? Is this supposed to be
Yes.
here?
Yes.
What's that? Yep.
Yeah, it's the setup from this card here.
Okay. Yeah.
So that
that's-
says give you 2 maps.
As a fulfill a quest, if that's what you want to do, as a main action.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I need 2
Yeah.
card map items.
Discard those.
So
Chuck away those.
get one of them, and then for every
How many compasses?
every turnip in a pan
Yeah.
I have, I get 2. So I've only
I
got
think
1
that's right,
compass.
isn't it?
What's that?
Okay, so you get 2 money if you've only got 1 compass. And 1 influence with a nation of your choice. And then you keep that, you put it on the leftmost space. It's a quest that you fulfilled.
Okay. Do I get? I don't do any village actions or anything like that.
No. that
So
was
question
your
for
action.
Ralph is the quest
Oh.
tiles seem to have different backs. And I don't know if that is...
That is a village.
I don't know
But
if there's a reason for that.
your action was fulfill a quest, therefore you can't do a village.
Yeah, you can only do 1 of those actions. And you did the fulfill a quest.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
He's off.
And time for some fun. I'll chuck away this one to get rid of this.
Oh, sorry.
Frank's here from
Sorry,
City of
hang on.
Games.
Do I get to place any cards down here?
No.
That's
Okay.
buying, which is a village action. Frank's saying you can do them anytime.
I think
yes.
he's referring to buying
Yeah, you can
those,
also
yeah.
buy a card or a prestige building at the end of each round. That's this
right.
bit.
So battle time. Can I have a token, please?
There we go.
What have we got? 4, 4, 2.
So if you choose the French, you'll get an extra 3. No, sorry. No, it's the other one. It's not. Ignore,
Yeah,
ignore
so
what I just said.
there's joint last, so I won't get a bonus on
No.
any of them, which is unfortunate. And I wanted to boost up the English, but that's only got 2 on it, which is terrible.
But it gets you 3 money.
Yeah, do I want the 3 money though? I think
This is just. I've just had that moment where I've gone
I haven't had that yet.
Haven't you?
Rules-wise, yes.
Yeah.
But everything else, I'm just going to get through my first game and then...
Yeah, I mean, I'm playing cards that I don't know whether they're any use to me or not.
right.
See, I know
They're on
you-
the table now.
I know you two. play
I will go
poker
with
really
France
well. I
for
think
4.
I think you're just bluffing.
France for 4.
Yep. And I'm going to spend these 2 for another.
So for 6.
So for 6, and I'm going to do the same thing that that was
John?
done earlier. John did. So I will go
So one influence
for the 2, and then for the conquesty thingy,
4.
another influence,
And
one of these.
another 2.
And I think I want some money.
I
so
didn't
let's
spend
put
that.
it here
I
for
should have
4.
spent one of those for that.
Andy, what was your decision to not continue
yes.
moving England up the track?
That's not
Because
easy to see.
England I would only get 2 points for, so
Okay.
keep it.
But you would have got the goal. You would have got 3 goals.
However, I need to get influence in 2 different nations
yes,
on my
yes,
career
yes,
quest
yes,
anyway,
yes,
so
yes.
That's yours. That goes face down over there. And it's round to me. I'm going to poodle along at a speed of 1 here and do the assistant action because I have an assistant there, which is get 3 money.
Oh,
And
can
get
you
2
pass me
points
more
per
cards? I need to
assistant.
roll to 6.
Sorry, I shouldn't have.
Catching up.
Thank you.
Do I want to play one of these cards from my hand? Where am I going to go next? Oh,
Andy, what does it mean by having that there? Do I need that or do I get that?
You get that.
Okay.
oh no, you can't discard cards, can you? That's a village action. So
Yeah.
no, I'm not drawing any cards and I'm done.
Paul McPaul.
Yes.
Paul.
Paul
1,
Fogue.
2, 3, 4.
I declare a thumb.
Cartagena.
Discard a banana that's actually a corn.
Corn. So how many places on this board have had games named after them?
Okay.
Santiago,
Yeah.
Puerto Plata, which is Puerto Rico, Tortuga, I think is a game, San Juan,
I think Holanda's a game.
Portobello,
Martinique.
Cartagena. Yeah, so a lot of these have had
Maybe it's
games
just
named after them.
maybe it's not original. It's just a homage
Could be.
or an homage.
So that symbol is get one of these.
Get 1 power and remove a disc from your board.
Is Mr. Fister watching this?
No, because he's working, unfortunately.
So
Or busy designing other games. Ralph is saying the reverse of quest tiles are just flavour. You put fulfilled quests flipped on your shipboard. So yeah, that quest, just flip it over because you don't need it again. And there's little pictures.
Oh, how
Thank
cute.
you.
so I could
Look at that.
spend one of those to fill that now.
Oh, and it actually, the
I want to
artwork
get
matches.
compasses
Yes.
out
Right,
first.
okay, cool. I like
But I
little
need
touches
money
like
to get compasses out. And how do I get money now that I've got none?
that. Discard your cards for 2 gold at a village
Yeah.
action, or just village actions for 1 gold.
Yeah, might be a problem. It'll take 3 goes to get yeah, I might.
Yeah, getting money is tight. Money is very
Yeah,
tight.
Very. And this round's about to be over.
No, I've got at least 2 moves before it's
Well, that's what I said. This round's about to be over.
I'm still here.
Well, I'm going round.
I'm in the pub.
Way we're going. It's at least
I
4
could
hours.
put a card in there, and I've got a draw yet, and I do want to make space in my hand desperately. And I do want to play that card. So, do I want to play that card though?
Seems like I should be fighting.
Let's play that one into there, and then draw 2.
Okay, could you move me on to 19, please?
No.
19.
Do you want to do
Right.
the quest?
No.
Okay.
I want to do my village
So you get
people,
1 village action.
which is
Buy a card, take a money, or discard all the cards in your hand and get 2 money. Frankie's saying you get a good income from the income track at the end of each round.
how do I
Doesn't start
end
on
up
1.
putting a
Yes.
card here?
That's buying a card, which is what you can do now if
Okay.
you've got the money. Can we just pop your money forward a bit, just so people
Sorry,
on the
sure.
camera can see it?
Okay, so if I put a smuggler here,
Yep, that costs.
7,
Okay,
and I do the thing, do I?
what does it say?
Put the man on
Thanks,
7.
Frank. Yeah,
Let's
that's
have a
the.
look.
Assistant on 7.
I've just seen with the end of the round nearly
Yeah.
here, I will actually get some money that will allow me to spend a card to get more money, which will be
Okay.
good.
Is that
Anything
it?
else? I think that's it. Draw back up to 6.
6, Paul. I've got 6.
6.
How many have you got?
4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just check.
4.
Hand size.
Are we back to me already?
We are.
That was quick.
I got the same as both of you.
Right.
I got that and that.
In that case, I think I'm going to do a quest. 1, 2, 3. And I'll hand in 2 spyglasses.
Hooray!
Double telescope.
So that gets me 1 point for 1 compass. Yay.
1 point.
And 4 money.
4 money. And there you go. Have a treasure chest.
Thank you.
Right. So
Can I have 2 cards,
think
please? Thank you. Oh, sorry, that's 3.
Sorry.
Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that.
Where is that associated with? Is that associated with 20?
20. Yeah. That's quite nice. But actually, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. So I've moved 6. I'm out of village, which means I get to do 3 village actions. Hair. Right. Okay. I hadn't thought about this. I don't know whether I want to do 3 village actions.
Where it says influence in 2 nations, that's
Yep.
influence in 2 nations, to a total of 4 points or to a total of 6 points or 2
I
points
assume this means I have to have 2 nations with 2 influence in for the top one,
Okay.
which I could score now,
Mm-hmm.
or 4 influence in 2 different
Not
nations
the
for the
total.
bottom one.
Right, okay. Golly.
Right. Okay. So I can't do that because of that. I really shouldn't have put that card there. So I've got 3 village actions. First village action I'm going to do is to take a money. Second village action I'm going to do is take a money. And then the third village action I'm going to do is bin those cards. In fact, no, I'll keep one of them. I'm going to keep the crazy one. I'll bin those cards for 2 money. And then I'll have the top 4 cards of the deck, please. Unless there's something super special. But, oh, there is. Actually, there is. Right. I'm going to buy those 2 cards.
For 14?
No.
for
I'm
2.
not buying them. I'm buying them.
Ah, okay.
And then I'll take 2 cards from the deck.
Do we immediately refill those 2 spaces?
That's a
We
village
do.
action. Buying these cards is a village action.
No.
No.
I didn't buy them.
That's
He
the
picked them up.
That's right.
redraw
I-
card from
It's
display
alright,
is what you're
because
looking
you say
for.
buy card and then I read buy card.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
I see.
What's this? 20 for a synergy token of your choice.
that
Ooh. That's
The governor.
expensive.
Right, okay. Paul W, you get income after the chance to buy a card. There isn't a Paul W. Oh, Paul
L.
White? L? Yeah, no, there's an L and there's a G.
It's close,
Oh, and Matt's here.
close on a keyboard, probably.
And
Yeah,
Matt is...
I know what he means.
Okay.
West Country,
Oh, Paul West Country.
I think.
Right, okay.
Apparently that's what he calls me.
You'll go, Paul.
And Matt is here. I heard they considered a bunch of places in the Caribbean or whatever, but decided Maracaibo had a better ring. Yeah. Right, whose goes it?
Mine. I'm thinking about whether I hold out for money or I try and get the money now. But that's not. It's going to reset anyway, so let's just do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if I fulfill a quest, I don't get any village actions. Yeah.
Correct.
That's rather annoying, isn't it?
Them's the rules.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, let's do it.
So you lose 1 combat thing.
Yeah.
You get how many what's-its?
I get 5 money
Okay.
because I can't get the. I need to get a compass out otherwise. So yeah, that goes there,
That goes there. You get 5 money.
and I get 5 money.
Paul, could you move me to 20, please? So I am forced to move to. And I
Combat or explorer?
it's one or either,
Yep.
either or. Combat.
Fight! 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 So no bonuses at the top. So So yeah, who do you want to pick?
I'll go with France.
So you have 4 combat strength. You can boost that by spending your figure.
By 1.
Yeah, if you want to.
Doesn't really feel worth it. Hang on. If I do, that makes 5, which means I can move 2 influence.
You can't do the same action twice.
No, but here.
Oh, sorry, yeah, 5 is 2.
2.
Yeah.
Which puts me ahead and gives me probably some bonus point multipliers if I go at the end of the game. Close the game off next turn. Or none of them is a village action, is it? And all I do get over there if I move 2 is taking the wooden thing off a thing.
Yeah.
But I quite like the idea of opening up this this bottom one with all the moving and the influencing and the thing. But I'm not going to get to do that before I get to get to my smuggler, I think. So, Brian, I will not go up the thingy, and I'll score 4 and throw my just use the 4 track here. France 4 track. So I move this one
of
here.
them, and you put a French cube on the board. So France have now got control of 3 of the areas.
And money is short.
Yes, Ralph. This is France's third placement on the board.
Is that significant?
No, I don't think so.
So I can take a victory point, or I can take cash. Cash. Is that the highest place still available?
That is a 3. Yep.
Okay.
3 money.
So this is going to be my last turn, isn't it? Because he's going to hit the end of track next turn. And that will stop us?
Yes. Do all players get, or does it end immediately?
Let's find out.
Do I get to discard at all?
No, it's a village action.
Master Builder.
Yeah, if he ends on 21A, that's it. So this is my last go then.
Wow.
So that being the case.
Oh, I thought I was going to get another go. That's. Actually,
You're
I don't
Well,
care
you-
because I
you will
couldn't
get
go.
another
You're
go.
going to catch
Oh, I
one
will.
go.
You'll all get an extra go.
Okay.
And I get stitched up because I'm alive.
But I can't actually do what I want on my go because it's got a
1,
hand
2,
on it and it's
3,
a city and I want
4.
village action.
I'll go here. So if I were to go exploring, I would go here.
And stop.
Yep. I would then spend a guy, get 2 gold, and I'd get 3 more explore spaces, plus 1 for my explorer, presumably.
Bloody hell.
Yep.
So we go 1, 2, 3, 4.
What do you do there? Oh, okay.
So
You get a
gets me a
fighty
fighting
thingy.
thingy.
Ooh.
How did you move 4?
That's the bonus of the
Bonus.
quest.
Bonus of the quest is
Let's
3,
go here.
and I have plus 1 on my explorer for all thingies.
Bonus of the quest. Oh, what? The quest result thing?
Yeah, the quest
okay,
result.
yeah.
Okay, and since I still have 6 cards, I don't get to draw any, so I think that's me done.
Right. Well, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Which only gets me 2 village actions.
Yeah, that was my problem. I wanted to go.
Disappointing, but
Does this space count as a village?
I think anything that isn't a big circle
Yeah.
is a village. I think. Although that's got 3 points on it. So so here's a question: do these small circles here, so 21A, is it a village?
Well, it
Do you
must
get
be.
to do the
Oh,
village
yes, yeah,
actions
that's
and you get 3 points? Because I think it says anything with a scroll is a city. So these might be cities. Anyway, we'll find out in 22 seconds' time. I'm going to buy. So yeah, I'm going to go there. So I've got 2 village actions, and I'm going to buy another card.
You're crazy. No.
I know. I'm just not sure which of these I want to buy. I see. None of them match. I probably should buy one of these. I can't buy that because England doesn't own 3 locations. I could buy this, and that at least gets me a little bit of income. And then I buy this next round. Yeah, let's do that. Bearing in mind I'm going to get to buy something again as well. So I'm going to buy the Pioneer. So that costs 7 and a figure. But for me it costs 6. Okay, that's my first village action.
Quick look at this a minute.
Then as a free action, I'm going to put this here. And then as my second village action, I'm going to bin them to get 2 money.
And draw up to.
And then I draw up to 4. Do I want anything that's there? No, don't want any of them. So yes, 4 cards please. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I did this wrong because now I've got to go there and I've got to do a city action, which I don't want to do.
You don't? So 21A, 21B and 22 are just point spaces. You can't do village actions on them. Right, okay.
Okay.
So yeah, these are not villages.
So what?
Yeah, they're just points.
Oh, I can move there.
Whereabouts are you? Have you just landed?
There.
So you can do the exploring
or
combat,
2 points of explore.
So I can move 3, which will get me what? Oh, that's ideal.
1, 2, 3 over the line.
You have to discard a figure for blowing the pipe. Yes, thank you. I did know that, and then I
1,
forgot.
2, 3. Is it 3 influence for even though second, or is it?
Yeah,
is it just
everybody
scaled
who
down?
crosses
So,
the red
right.
line gets
So
3.
3 influence points, and you've done your combat point, have you?
I've done the combat point. So I move one of these yellow things up in one of these places. Well, I reckon it looks like it should be blue.
Yeah, I think so.
Kind of looking that way, isn't it?
I'm just buying people. I'm not bothering with any of that.
And you're saying that because blue's got the most
Yeah.
thingies.
Yeah.
Blue has the
Blue's
most
going to have a bigger
power over
multiplier.
the Caribbean.
Me?
You have no choice.
But to
You move to there, you get 3 points.
3 points.
It's
Yeah,
good though.
thank you.
Take another photo.
Take another photo. Right. So I'm now in basic village action mode, aren't I?
No,
Nope.
interim scoring now.
That's it.
That's it, you've finished.
Oh.
They're not villages.
Ah.
So yeah, interim scoring. The end of round 1.
Starting with the player who triggered the scoring and going in clockwise, either choose one of your project cards from your hand or planning area and buy it, and then redraw,
Messed that up.
or a
Well, we get
prestige
money
building.
first, apparently, Frank said.
Nope.
No, money's afterwards. Or score 2 victory points.
Yeah, I thought Frank said you get money
Frank said
first.
you get money first.
It's pretty conclusive in the rule book.
Oh, I wouldn't have
Step
done that
1,
then.
buy card. Step 2, receive income.
Oh.
Okay, so if I wanted to buy that, but I don't. So now what?
Or score 2 victory points.
Yeah,
2 victory points, please.
sailing away. Right, I'm going to buy a card.
So complete the following steps. So we all do that bit first. So what do you want to do? You're buying a card.
Yep.
Right. I'm getting 2 victory points.
2, 4, 6.
Paul,
What?
you buying a card?
I can't because I've only got 5
So you
money
get 2
because I
victory
thought I
points.
was getting the income first. So
Right. Then we get income.
Yep.
So I get 8.
Why do you get 8?
Because you start on 8.
You start on 8.
And me and we get 10.
Okay.
So you get 8 as well.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know. How do I move up that?
These little green
Green
icons.
abilities.
Ah.
did
And
we
then-
do this one? When do we do this?
We score that now as well. So everyone gets.
I get 1.
Oh,
Yeah,
those
you
of
get
you
one
that bought a
victory point.
card, you refresh as if it was phase C.
Okay. Can I have another card, please?
Do I want any of those? No.
Yeah, thank you, Daniel. So you're going to start the next round, basically, which is
awesome.
fair.
Seems
Makes
fair.
sense.
Right. Remove all delivered goods from the game board.
These disappear. These cities want goods again.
Yep. Discard the face-up cards there and redraw. And then reveal the next prestige building.
And presumably we take this off.
Then we check to see if the current story cards requirements have been fulfilled.
Yeah, we're not playing with the story cards, but we do have some
If
more
you're
quests.
not playing with the campaign, add new quests to the game depending on what round you're in and how many players there are.
So there is a quest at location 6, and also at location 12, and also at location 16.
How did that happen? Okay.
The card tells us to do so.
Sorry. Right.
Return all ships to Havana.
Right, this time I get to go first.
Right, I am just going to take a short break. I will be back if you want to do your turn. It won't be long. Does anybody need anything from downstairs?
If you're going to put the kettle on,
I can put the kettle on.
and I'll then go down and make a cup of tea after my go. How about that?
Okay, that works.
Thank you.
Do I want to buy any more cards? Can I have a look at the new prestige thingy? The second
Abby.
one. That could be worth some points. For me, anyway.
I need a place to get one more of them from. And that's an issue at the moment. I need to play that as well, that's the trouble.
And this is a village action place as well, isn't it?
Yep.
And what's that icon? Is that the...
So there's 2 books, which is one of those.
Thank you. Have you gone, Andy? Or are you still contemplating?
I'm contemplating. I don't have the right symbols to do what I would really like to do, which is unfortunate. And I'm very unlikely to get what I want.
I need tons of money.
Right, the kettle is on.
Thank you, sir.
Now, did you finish your sandwich?
No.
Okay.
The cat did. Let me guess.
Yeah, we can't leave any food
Oh,
out.
sorry.
So the sandwich is gone.
Okay.
There was also a frog in the kitchen.
Oh.
That's the second frog that the cats have brought in today.
Okay.
So I got rid of that.
You
But
sure
yes,
it's not the same
unfortunately, A sandwich is no more.
Okay, never mind.
Right.
I don't know what was in it.
Chicken.
Yeah, it's so
sorry.
We'll
That
go
could
with
be-
a
that could be
slightly
cataclysmic
faster
today.
start this time.
Yeah, it's not good for them.
No,
Go
sorry.
here. Chuck away
No wonder it came
One
up.
of them.
It was friendly towards me.
Yeah.
in order to
Giving it dinner.
boost.
What have we got? An
think
abbey.
the
Yeah, I need money for those.
the
Right, what's
skill
happening?
Village.
Did they add the
space.
new quest tiles for round 2? Yes, we did. And remember, buying a card could also mean you invest in any open prestige building. Only one time per player a card. You put a figure on it at the end of the set. Ah, right. So yeah. So these, if you invest in them, you don't buy the card.
No, you put
You put one of your figure on it, and then it'll score you points at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, so you don't pick it up and put it right.
No.
So you'll.
Oh,
Well, that one's good. That's 4 points per
I just
assistant.
forgot. I should have had 2 extra income because I put down a
Okay.
one of these guys. Can you bump me up 2 on the spot?
You
and I'll
agree,
take my
don't
2
you?
money.
Okay.
And I've gone here, so I now have 4 explorer points,
Wow.
which is fun.
He's off.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to get me,
4 points because you're the first person past
Yep.
this.
and then another 3 points for landing on that one, and 3 money.
Nice. Very nice.
Can I confirm just what this sailor card means?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a permanent thingy of pushing your stuff up the
Whenever
track,
you fight, you get
Yeah.
a combat thing. Yeah.
and if you had an anchor
You'd get 2 income.
favour when it's put down.
Yeah.
Okay, and then another 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I have another card, please?
Yep.
Oh, wait a sec. Is there anything that I want down there?
Vice admirals.
Not
that's-
really.
that's right.
Right, so I need money.
Click on that.
5, 6, 7,
Maybe
8,
check.
9, 10, 11.
No,
I've
I'll have this one.
got 12 money.
Whatever it may
That's
be.
quite good. Yeah, 12 money's all right. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I am just going to move 1. And I am going to drop off some of that stuff at Santiago. And I'm going to remove... So I kind of know what that does. I know what that does. I know what these do. Can't have them yet. That's just an immediate 5 money. What's this one? Because it's red. Oh,
one of
it's a
these.
village action. Oh, it means as a village action you can do that. Or as a... Ah, right, yeah, that's alternative village actions. That's quite cool.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm going to do that one. I'm going to unlock that one. Right,
Mm.
which gets me an assistant. Not an assistant, a figure. Gets me a figure and a village action. And with that village action, I am going to buy the shipbuilder.
Ooh, where did the goods disappear to? Do they refresh at the end of,
Yeah,
end of the turn?
end of the
Sorry,
round.
I didn't spot that. Okay.
Right, so I've got a shipbuilder, which means I put this on number 10. So I've got assistants everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but... Right, I'm going to have to stack these cards a bit. Because I haven't got enough space for all of the cards that I'm going to be buying. There we go. So I did that. I refreshed my hand. Do I want to buy one of those cards? Ooh. 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 Just looking at my other things. No. Can I have a card from the top of the deck, please? There you go. Right, that's my go done. Why didn't anybody want to play cards with the ship captain because he was standing on the deck? Oh dear. Oh dear. Alexander Fister's here. Hiya, thank you for joining in. I guess lunch break time for you.
I'll try not to hero worship the camera at this
Yeah.
point.
Can't quite
And I won't
string
keep
it
mentioning
together.
Great Western Trail is my favourite game ever, or
At the moment.
or that this might be pushing it out
So
of
I'm
place,
going to move 1.
and therefore it's just greedy to have
Initial thoughts,
games 1
as,
and 2.
as
I'll
expected.
spend 1 from here. And I think the one I'm going to spend is, I'd worked it out once, that one. something's going on there. I'm guessing it's going to be that one. I get a village action, which is going to be to play that card. Get rid of that one.
So Matt, who's here for the puns only, formally disavows that joke. If only I could delete it. Ralph is saying, important, every time you forego one of your assistants, you get 2 victory points.
What does that mean?
If you pass it on the board, I think, and don't use it or something.
Yeah, what do you mean, Ralph, when you say forego one of your assistants?
Thank you.
So if your ship moves past it one in the place where it is on the board, I think that's what it means.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll check.
sounds likely.
So there's another use for them, which is quite good.
I believe that's my turn.
Okay. Okie dokie blokey.
Oh, that should have gone up too.
Right, my go.
Yep.
And then I'll get a cup of tea and try and extract a sandwich from a cat.
It's all gone. There's one slice of the bread left, but all of the interior has gone.
I'm going to go there. Oh, that's not a flipping...
Loki will eat anything. Matt's here for the free Jaffa cakes and the whiskey. They're downstairs.
Do I want to do that?
Jason's here. Hello, Jason. You missed the first round. We're just starting the second round.
Hang on.
So you've missed the learning part of the game. We all know exactly what we're doing now.
Is there any activity where you can swap goods for another goods or wildcard goods or anything like that?
Not as far as I know.
That we've found.
I
Your, your best bet for that is ending up on a village and chucking away your cards.
I've got 4 cards out that all require this synergy token. I haven't seen a
better get
single
that.
opportunity to get it yet.
I've got them all. I've keeping them. I've thrown them on the floor. Ralph is saying when you skip the assistant unused, i.e. do another action there or not stopping there. Right. Whereabouts is that in the rulebook?
I could get 4 anchor synergy tokens, but not 4 house one.
I might have missed that bit in the rulebook.
Could you move me 2 along the doodah track, please?
Absolutely, aren't you?
Yeah.
So that gets you a cube thing.
Yeah.
Well,
It goes into the general supply.
I guess so.
Okay. That's my go.
Right. I think I'm going to go fighting. 1, 2, 3.
So
4,
aggressive.
5, 6. I'll chuck away this. Let's upgrade my village actions.
The first round would have taken 30 minutes had we all actually known how to play the game and what we were doing.
These,
But we
these
were
the same, both stacks.
Yeah, we were learning a lot as we went.
So I can do a 4 on France, a 2 on Spain, and a 3 on England. Let's go with France
Found
again, I guess.
Assistant actions, page 9. Whenever you forego an assistant action or skip over it, a location with one of your assistants in it, you get 2 victory points. This is printed there.
Okay.
So if you skip a location or choose to go to the location and perform a different action instead, or if you return your ship to Havana at the end of the round, leaving some assistance in locations that your ship did not reach.
3, so that...
There you go. Thank you.
Oh, it's still joint third, isn't it? So there's
What's
no
that?
benefit to picking in England.
England is joint third
Yeah.
with Spain.
That's rubbish. You need to break that deadlock.
And you're reading that from here, yeah? From the
Number of cubes on the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, in that case, I'm going to have to go with France, unfortunately. So I will
You've got 4 combat
spend
points.
4 to do the influence and
Yeah, another cube on the board.
cube thing. Where would I like to put it? What have we got left? We've got 2 money, 1 victory point.
That foregoing.
I'll put it
points
here.
is
Feels
there,
appropriate.
That's what I said.
2
Oh,
goals.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work out how to get enough.
Anyone want a cup of tea?
cards for it together.
Let's think.
Thank you.
Anyone want a microphone?
Yeah. Right, my go. Where am I? What am I doing?
I don't know. Probably what I want to do. If I know you.
Yes, I did.
I don't know. That's not what I want to do.
I could move 6. But the only benefit of doing that is to do 3 actions, and I don't want to do 3 actions because my assistant's there. So actually, I want to do... Do I have the goods? No, I don't have the goods.
We only need to do 5 for 3 actions.
Yeah. Oh, there's a quest. Do I have 2 books? No, I don't. And I don't have any of that for that, which is a shame. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might just go 5. Yeah, let's go 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and do 3 village actions. Right. So, where's my other assistant card? I thought I had 3. No, I got rid of 1. Rats. 3 village actions. Well, that will be... Hang on. I just noticed something.
What's that?
Is this the first turn?
This is the second.
Did I buy
now.
a pioneer on the first turn? I think.
No idea.
I
You
think-
bought
I think
something.
I
know
You
where
said
it
I'm
came
buying
from.
something.
You're
but-
right. No, I bought a pioneer. I must have done because I got 8 income. So yeah, I didn't have that 2 income. But now I do. Right. Meanwhile, back at the thinking. Oh my. There's so much choice. There's so much going on these cards. I kind of want to buy one, but they're all a bit rubbish for me right at the moment. So I'm going to take 2 money for my first 2 village actions. Oh, I need to unlock that. How do I get a disc on the board? By delivering a good. Oh, if only I had that. Yeah, which I don't. So yeah, first 2 actions is that. Third action, bin them. Let's just have a look. I'll have that one for 1, and then another 3 cards from the top of the deck. Thank you.
Okay.
And that is me done. I seem to be just doing a lot of village actions.
So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3.
And
I'm going to spend something.
So Jason said you've had this one ordered for a couple of months and you've been hearing good things. Yeah, everybody I've turned to, everybody I've spoken to about this game have said it's good. And my initial impressions after round 1
So
is...
I'll spend a tobacco,
Yeah.
which puts that in there. Oops, knock them over. I then get 2 money.
Apparently I'm doing the heavy assistant strategy. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
2 money.
Accidentally.
And then I'm getting a village action, which is to buy that one for 6 money. And put a guy in 16.
Nobody else is allowed to have assistants other than me.
And get 7 money.
Oh, John's gone. 7 money?
And
Why
2
7 money?
village.
No. That's the assistant action. That's when
That
you...
is spend.
Yeah, that's when you go there. That's the assistant action that you can do.
Oh.
That's what the blue background means.
That's all right. But do I want to do that one now then?
He's not cheating again, is he?
He's trying, but I
Do we
stopped
need
him.
to- Do we need to fill
Yes. Thank you.
In which case I won't do that one now. Oh, perhaps I need to go around and check everybody's cards to see whether they've got one that can put one an assistant in the same space. That's the trouble, isn't it?
Assistant in where?
16.
Can there only be one assistant in each space?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
No,
No?
don't think so.
I don't remember reading that.
Oh, okay.
No.
I won't worry about it then. So let's have me 6 money back for that.
You can only use assistants in your colour.
Yeah.
There can be multiple assistants in the same location.
Okay, that's fine. I'll have them on white
It's the
then.
coloured squares that you can't have.
Right.
So
So
what did you undo? You
I
took the
didn't,
assistant back.
I didn't buy that because I've got a village action, which I thought was going to chain more village actions.
Right. Okay.
So the village action I'm actually going to do then is this one, which is going to be spend one of those, which gets me 2 money because I've got 1 compass.
Thanks, Ralph. Ralph's got to go, but Alexander is here, spotting, and Daniel's here as well, who's played it lots. So we shouldn't be making any rules mistakes.
And I get 2 things off my board.
2 things off your board. Ah.
Which is also my second
So
one of them,
what
which
was
is
the
going to
quest?
get me a thing.
2 combat.
Yeah, 1.
1.
One.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Wow, these quests are easy.
Yep.
Well, that was the quest I bought earlier. So 2 things off my board. Which 2 things I'm going to take off my board? I want that one.
I'm going to have to take my jump off. It's too warm in here.
I think that one. I think I'm going to get 5 money. So I've now got. So because that was my village action basically to fill that quest. So that's me done then, I think, isn't it? Yes, it is.
Okay, so let's see if I've got this right. So I move.
Oh, I should draw up to my hand.
Oh, hang on. This is interesting. So,
And don't forget, anybody who gets the martyr card, there is a typo on the text on the bottom of it. I've not seen that come out yet.
Oh, I've got that now as well, haven't I? Because I've got 2 quests.
If
So
you
I can-
want to, or do
if
you
I
want to
want,
wait?
well, I could hold out. Actually, I might as well hold out because I'm not exactly strapped for cash at the moment.
Yeah, I've
so I
not
assume
done
I
any of
can
mine.
choose to do that at any point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I've literally done 0 of the things that I should be doing. Like somebody said, go out and get glory, and I went, nah, I'm just going to go to the pub.
I might have to do it in a minute because I might need the assistant. But
so on the
Here's a question. We've got 2 white clouds here and 2 grey clouds here.
what
Story mode, maybe? Oh, and 2 black clouds.
what does this green hand equals?
It means that buying card or taking cards from here is free.
Ah. Ooh. Eek. Okay.
Victory points are a trap laid by our capitalist masters. You're wise to avoid them. There you go. So yeah, lowest points wins.
Okay, I've got a struggle here.
What's the problem?
So my challenge, the tension is go here,
2 books.
2 books, get a victory point for me, thingy.
Yeah.
Get 2 more wood
Discs off.
Yeah. However, that will leave me with 3 sugar for the next go here, and I need 3 sugar to get great stuff happening.
Right. Okay.
Okay. But I also want to buy and put the sailor down, which is one of the sugars.
Right. What would Chuck Norris do? That's what you got to ask yourself.
Yeah. Okay. He'd go for it.
All guns blazing.
Yes. So okay, I'm going to move. I still get a village
Yeah.
go here as well, don't I?
Yeah. So you've moved 1 space, you get 1 village action.
village
That's
action.
instead of the quest.
Instead of the
Yeah.
quest.
Fulfilling a quest is a main action, and village actions are a main action.
And do I do the village action before I do the associate, the assistant action?
Using an assistant is a main action. Yeah.
Right, yeah. Okay. Now, don't be greedy, John. Let's go here. And let's use my man. Which
Right.
is cool. So instant kits.
So what does it allow you to do?
I get a
I think they're all explained on
I
here.
get a badge. I can pick up any badge. It's my choice, I think.
Oh, right.
And then 3.
That's interesting.
So discard 3 identical goods.
3 sugars.
Let's have a look at it.
gives me 5 gold, 2 victory points, and an influence.
3 identical goods, 5 money, 2 things. Oh, you got that synergy token when you played it?
Yeah, I just picked that up. Yeah.
Right, okay.
According to Andy, that's the right thing to do.
Yeah, you should have had that when you played the card.
Oh.
Yeah. No, you keep it. I'm just saying you should have had it before. That is that's got a tan background.
Yeah, that means
when
you
put it
have
down.
that.
So yeah,
when you
the blue bit is now when you use it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So 3 identical goods is 5 money, 2 victory points.
Yeah.
That's the wrong token. This is a medal token, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a medal one, and an influence.
Oh right, it has to be a medal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it
an
has to be
influence
that
in one of the
different.
things of your choice.
Okay.
There you go.
Influence one of the things of my choice.
Yeah, one of the nations.
So can Andy and I have assumed that influencing two
Daryl is here. Hello, Daryl.
influencing 2 nations. This is more than 4 influence in each nation on the influence track.
More than 4 in each.
Is
okay.
that's what we're asking?
That's what I've assumed. I think it is.
What does it say?
It says influence in 2 nations, and then you got 2
Yeah.
and 4. So
Yeah.
I think that 2 influence in 2 nations is my top one. 4
Yeah,
influence
4.
in 4.
2 in 4.
And he's got a slightly
4 and
harder
2.
one,
I've
4 and
got-
6.
I've got 4
Yeah.
and 6. Okay.
But with bigger rewards.
Daniel is saying that the campaign game adds enough change to the game to make it make you rethink how you play it, which is good.
Oh, I can't even think how I'm playing.
I was going to say
No idea
I've
what
got my
was
2
happening.
victory points, and now I'm going to shove somebody up the
I'm
doodah.
going to have some great fun on my go.
Oh, I'm going to play it.
Who's-
Andy
who-
skips his next turn.
Apart from France,
Because games are like that these days.
Oh.
Yeah, there's just France. It's all about France. England and Spain are still at home.
Yeah, you go England.
do I want to do that, or do I want to move this one up?
I don't know.
England.
It seems that you want to go France
Yeah.
because France is worth the most points.
Yeah.
So until the
Okay.
English arrive and attack,
Right. So, is that my go?
I think so.
I got my 5 gold, didn't I?
Right, off you go then.
1,
Right,
2,
we need to
3,
shuffle
4,
on the
5.
deck.
What?
3 village actions. So,
Oh.
for my first action, I will purchase a native for 10.
That's unfortunate.
Which means for my last village action, I can do this nifty little move.
Right.
My second village action,
Oh dear.
I will buy a priest. That's 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
How's he got all this money?
I haven't for long. The priest gives me 2 dudes and moves me up 1 on the income, victory point income track. And for my third village action, I can discard these 2 people with maps on.
Is that the discard pile?
Yeah,
No, I
that's
think
the
that's the
shuffle
deck.
pile. Sorry, my bad. And that gives me 3 money and 2 explorers, which I assume is bumped up.
You is 5 explores.
Well, 4 explorers. I've only got 2 of them.
Oh right, okay.
So 4 explorers. So let's go 1, 2. Oh, 4 points on that. That looks too big to ignore,
Tasty.
doesn't it?
You're so far ahead on that track.
Yeah, I think I'll stop there for 4 of those.
Okay, so 4 combatty points.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Not a bad go.
Yeah, I'm satisfied with that.
Where is he?
Mhm.
No, the boat.
4.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah. It's a
There's
long way
2
ahead.
more- There's 2 more goes.
2 more goes.
Oh,
Wow.
can I have another? Oh, I'm going to restore that one. Can I have 5 more cards, please?
No.
Right, I'm going to
Too
move.
many.
Well, I was going to move 1, but now that you get 2 points, even just missing out your things, do I want to do something different? Why was I trying to collect 3 of the same resource? I was trying to collect 3 of the same resource. Oh, for that, which I haven't got yet.
So when you go somewhere and use an assistant that's there,
Uh-huh.
do you get the village actions as well?
No, using an assistant is a main action. It's one of the
I-
one of the
I-
4
I see
things
it.
you
Yeah,
can do.
yeah, that's fine. Doesn't matter. I couldn't think what I was going to do with them anyway, but because that would end up with 5 village actions.
Do I want to go a fighting? No. Why did I go there? I've got 2 books. I shouldn't have passed that by. Okay, now I'm just going to go here. I'm moving 1, and I'm going to do the assistant action, which is 2 points per assistant, and 3 money. And then I've got a free action if I want it, which is to store that, or to prepare that, and then I will draw a card. Do I want... No, they're all rubbish. Can I have a card from the top of the deck, please? Thank you. Done.
What sort of twisted mind comes up with a game like this anyway?
A genius.
Some say genius, some say.
But it is a combination of lots of these other games.
Yes, it is. It's very good.
Yeah.
Assistants.
Yep.
What happens at the end of the round? Do they come back?
No.
No, they stay there.
They stay there. That's all right.
And
That's
every
fine.
assistant
That's fine.
that you
I want them to stay there.
Every assistant that you didn't get to will get you 2 points.
Yeah. Okay. So, whose turn is it? Mine.
It is yours.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which gets me 3 village actions. One of which will be to get that and 1 money. The second one will be to buy that for...
You've got loads of money.
Loads of money. But I can't get it spent, that's the trouble. Because somebody's rushed around the board. And that one goes there. Third village action. Third village action. Oh, but then I won't be able to play that. That's the trouble. Two more income's nice, but...
So I'm going to get 2 more goes, aren't I? No. I'm going to get 1 more go.
So free action to put that there.
What's that do? Get 1 influence in any one nation. There you go.
But I can't use it. It's not. It's.
Oh no, sorry. It's there. It's there.
Yeah, it's there. I've got 1 more village action. I'm debating whether to bin my cards for money. So the trouble is, I'd have to do that, and that'd cost me points. But oh, painful. Village action. Is there any way I can get that as part of a village action? There isn't, is there? Okay, so I think I'm going to bin the rest of my...
So how many village actions have you got?
I've got 1 village action left to go.
Okay.
So I'm debating whether to bin my cards for money or... But then when I redraw, what to do? How much money do I get for binning the cards?
2.
It's not much, is it? And I kind of want... No, I don't kind of don't care about these actually. That's all right though. And the rest are crap.
So Jason is asking, is there more to think about on a given turn? Yes. I think this is heavier than Great Western Trail, and I'm not saying that as a bad thing. And yes, this is our first game. Only 2 of us managed to read the rule book before we played, so yeah, there's a voyage of discovery. But I think we've got the rules right. It's just a lot of information.
I'm going to play that for 11. I'm going to play that for 11.
11.
Have I then got enough money left to play the other one? No, I haven't. Let's not do that.
So here's a question. What's that? What's this slot for, and what are those icons for?
That's for discarded stuff, so replaced ones of these, and I guess when you take these off your board...
Oh, I've got rid of them over here.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Yeah, because any of these that are taken off are removed from the game.
No.
Okay. Okay, I seem to be the only person without loads of cards out.
I've got 1 village action left, and I want to hang on to that card.
But
I want to change it. Oh, I'm going to have to bin them.
Well, the cards is all I've been doing, but I have no influence, no quests, and I'm like,
yeah, because I've been going to towns and doing fighty things.
Yeah, I've not been doing any fighty stuff. We're a peaceful trading nation.
So I will have 2 turns before the end of this go. Is that right?
1, 2.
Yeah, so you'll get 1 go, then I'll do
4,
my penultimate one, then you'll do next one, and then I'll trigger end of
I
round.
get 2 money for
And
that.
score a pathetic 3 points for my troubles.
Right.
Such
Okay,
as the
that is
penalty
me
of
done.
being first.
Go.
Right. Well, I've got a really pants move here. 1, 2, 3, because I want the village action. singular, and which is that I want to buy my sailor. Sorry, can I confirm that this is the red is a permanent action for the rest of the game?
Yes. Quick look.
And it seems to suggest that I get a bump.
Yes, you do get ratio.
Whenever you fight.
Whenever you fight from this one or that one, you'll get +1 on that before you do.
Just one?
Yep.
It says it in written, doesn't it?
Yep. Excuse me.
Well, in that case,
I don't seem to be scoring any points.
I probably wouldn't bother then.
Okay.
Points are overrated.
I would just go.
I've got money.
There and fight.
Okay.
I think.
Okay. Do you have any sugar to deliver?
Yes.
That's a shame.
What does that give me? Oh, it stops you.
It means Paul can't deliver the sugar. He's going to have to go somewhere else
No?
to deliver his ill-gotten goods.
Not me.
Me.
I'm going to say. I'm going for. I'm off to 16.
Sorry, Paul.
That's all right. So you deliver a disc here, and now you get to fight.
Right.
So we draw a tile and see what we got.
Three and +3 at the top.
So that won't affect anything because we still don't have a third place team.
Okay.
So you can either have 3 and a gold for France, 3 and a victory point for Spain, or 4 for England.
Go England! I have no influence in any of the nations at all, so it doesn't matter to me.
I'll go 4 England. Does that mean I move this up 4? No.
And that means you move up, well, 1 if you spend 4 on conquering a territory. Or you spend 2 gaining an influence and do nothing. So, yeah. The choice is simple if you go England. Or you could just gain an influence in France, put you up to the next level.
Yeah, it feels like the right thing to do, and it gets me to 6, which is on my thingy here.
So if you choose France, you get
a gold,
3 combat points.
Ah, yeah, that's.
And then you can spend 2 of them to move up to there. Yep.
Yeah, no, I'll choose England. I think.
So you get 4.
Yep.
What does that do?
So 4 means you put a cube down somewhere.
Yeah.
And get the
doesn't
bonus.
really do I? What bonus? That bonus?
End of the game.
You get whatever you put it down. So you get 2 money, a victory point.
Yeah.
You can't conquer these because you need 6 points for that. Well, actually, no, you only need 5. Or, well, for 5 you could do a village, I think. But, yeah. So, England or France? No one likes the Spanish.
This hurts too much.
God, it's getting hot in there.
I've got the windows open, but it is hot.
When does this scoring doesn't happen to
end of the game?
End of the game.
Right,
So you've
let's
got
England then.
plenty of time to worry about that.
England, please.
Okay.
I'll put him on a victory point mark because I've got plenty of cash at the moment. 1 victory point or 2 gold. That's my choices, is it?
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the victory point. And I move up 4, so I'll do this one. So that's 1 marker, isn't it?
Yep, 1 point on England.
Why have I got the shakes? Probably didn't drink enough beer.
The excitement of conquest.
Yes. Is that it?
Yep.
I don't get to play a card. Okay, thank you.
All right, my turn.
Just need to.
I'm going fighting as well.
Got your microphone on?
Can I have a fighty card?
Tile.
Yep, make it a good one. Oh.
Now, if you choose Spain, you get an extra 3.
Yeah, but I don't want to choose Spain. I've got points on the others. I think I will choose England, even though it's a little bit naff. So I get 2 money. So 2 points, and I'll spend 2 of these. That's 4 points. So that will be a conquest. And I guess that's going to be here for 2 money.
Yep. So all of these locations are now occupied, which means you now can't do the normal action.
Yep.
Sorry? To annex them. Oh, sorry, no, you can't do the normal action. You've got to annex them now.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I think that's me done.
Okay. Right, so my go. I wasn't going to go there anyway. That was a bluff. Oh, you get that tile.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
For all the good
I needed to go somewhere where I can do some villagey actions.
I'd have liked to, but I can't.
Which is location. I have an assistant at 10, so I'm just going to go to 10. There we go. And I'm going to do the assistant action, which is 2 money. Remove a disc. I just remove a disc. And I get 2 village actions, and one of those village actions is that, which is 3 identical goods. There you go. I have 3 coffee, cocoa, whatever, for 2 money and 2 points. And my second village action will be to spend... Oh, this is my last go, isn't it? Yeah, wow. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wow. I'll just bin that for 2 more money. There you go. And then can I have... oh, I really could do with a house synergy token.
Oh, couldn't I just? I haven't seen a single way of getting one yet.
Can I just have 4 cards from the top, please?
That's 3.
Yep.
1 more.
Okay, done.
Okay. Can you move the yellow ship onto 16, please? Right, so the worker action is to spend those 2, which gets me 7 money.
Your assistant, yeah.
Assistant action.
And 2 village actions.
And 2 village actions. So the first village action will be that one. So that's 12 money, which puts that up 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice.
I get 2 points because I've got 1 compass. Now, I assume that means I've got to go fighting.
When you go fighting, you get 1 extra on here.
Oh, and every time I go fighting, I get an extra
Yeah.
one of those
Yeah.
before combat. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's worth doing. So I've got a second village action. And I haven't got enough money to do that one.
Wow.
I've got enough money to do that one.
On your playboard, you
Right,
need to unlock the
well.
one that gives you an extra village action on the far left before you do the one to the far right. Ah, I'm cheating. That's what the arrow means.
Yeah, I said that earlier.
Thank you. So I've been cheating.
There's 3 spaces where you've got to unlock other stuff first.
Right, okay. We can't really undo it. No, we could. Give me my 3 cards back from my discard pile. Oh, no, because I would have then thrown them away.
Yeah.
I'm happy to just keep
Just
going as
carry
it
on.
is.
Well, I'll move them across to there.
Yeah, you can't do it again.
Right, there we go. Thank you. That's what the arrow means.
I mean, I'm not going to complain because I unlocked that one specifically because I wanted to be able to do that because I couldn't have done that thing otherwise.
Yeah.
So that's one of my 2 actions.
But yeah, I probably would have done that twice. What did I do as my 2 village actions?
Shouldn't have played that
I think
priest.
I will do that one.
I did that
Oh no, because that doesn't get me income.
and discarded my card.
If I do it the other way round, if I spend 7 to do that
if I do that, I think we're... In fact, I'll do it there because that's fair. Right. While you were away, I made a mistake.
Oh, okay.
So this action here, I'd unlocked this one, but I'm not allowed to unlock this one because of the arrow. So if there's an arrow, you've got to unlock the thing on the left before you unlock the thing on the right. So yes, thank you for stopping that, for spotting that. Asterisk if Paul wins. Yes. Don't think I'm going to. We're halfway through the game.
I think I'm going to come last.
I've got none of that. No combat. No quests. I'm like, what am I doing?
Well, I've got quests, but I've got no points.
My go?
Your last turn of this round.
Thank you for reminding me.
Although I am getting 18 money income this time.
Yeah.
Which might prove useful. Except I need, lots more than that.
20. I'm almost there.
Can I get to fighty zone?
Where are you?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes.
Yes.
Let's do that.
Pop. Fight or 2 explores.
Fight. Oh, that goes here.
Yep.
And there's a multiplier for the number of these on a card somewhere, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, it's this one, Pinnacle. Okay.
What you got?
3 cube plus 3 swords.
So if you choose Spade,
yeah.
you will get an extra 3 combat points.
And what does this little blue flag next to France mean?
It means you'll get 1 influence in France. If you choose.
Additional to whatever else I do.
Yes. Yeah. How are we doing for time? What time is it? Anybody know what time it is? I can't see.
So I've just opened up this one.
Half 2.
Okay.
Sorry, I've just opened up this one on the player card, which is 2 and 5, and I get to move an influence, place a square. Something about having an assistant in place, multiplied by either 3 or 1 gold.
Yep.
Help.
So I
I'm
think
going to look it up.
you conquer a village, and if you've got a person there, you get 3, and if there's someone else as an assistant there, you get 1
So I could
for
put
each
it
assistant.
there.
Paul will confirm.
New combat action available to you. Choose a village, not a city. If there is no ownership marker present, reduce your combat value by 2, unless there's an ownership marker there, in which case reduce it by 5. And then place a marker from the nation you are fighting with onto the location and gain 1 influence with that nation. Take 3 doubloons for each assistant you have in the location, and 1 doubloon for each assistant the other players have in the location.
Okay.
So, is that any village? Not necessarily one with a flag. It's a different kind of... So the action here has to be on these spaces.
Right.
Whereas this one can be on any village.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play a French cube onto 7.
Le cube.
I get 1 influence because of the flag, and then 1 influence because of this. Is that
Yeah.
a reading of it?
Oh, there's points on the cards. I take we just add those
Yeah,
up at the
And I
end.
get
End of
3.
game,
And I
yeah.
get 3 doubloons for my player being there.
Yep.
Suddenly
That
looks
looks
more
good.
attractive, doesn't it?
Yep, I think we got that right. Any village, says Daniel. Fighting is expensive if the cities are occupied. I mean, yeah, the villages. Upgrading the new fighting action might be a good idea. Then you can conquer the other villages.
So
Yep.
this action.
Oh no, it is the cities. Yeah. So these ones here are the cities.
Yeah.
Right.
What's this thing here do? Because I've now got 4 spaces already uncovered, so I could take these off.
Let's have a look.
So a new village action. Looks like conquer a village that your
Ship.
ship is at, and gain an influence and a coin.
And that wasn't a village action.
You can
so I
only
can't
perform
do
this
anything
village
with
action
my
in a
cards.
village without an ownership marker.
Without an ownership
Yep.
marker.
Take a marker from the nation of your choice and place it in the village. Get 1 influence with that nation and take 1 doubloon.
Okay, that's not bad actually, is it? Because that's in villages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a village. Yeah, that's quite nice actually.
Now, I saw a card somewhere which had multipliers for the number of things that I have. Is it this one? Okay.
Is it my go?
Are you ending the round?
Well, I don't really have any choice.
3 points. 1, 2, 3. Right, so this one. Everybody may buy a card, then refresh their hand, or take 2 points.
When you say buy a card,
Yeah, so from hand or here, as normal.
Do I really want any of those?
so put it down in front of me.
Take
as
2
well.
points.
And I am going to spend 10 and buy the Vice Admiral. Running into space. And I get to put an assistant on the 19.
I'm just going to have 2 points.
Right, now here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
And since the designer's in the chat, we found out earlier on that every assistant that you have on the board, if your ship didn't reach it,
Yeah.
you're going to get 2 points.
Yeah.
When do I get those 2 points?
Now I think.
Because I've literally just bought another card.
Surely it's if you only go past it.
No, it's if you don't go past it.
Oh.
So there's the question, Alex. Do I get 2 points because I now have an assistant here, or do I not get it because I've just bought the card? Right, has everybody got their 2 points or bought a card?
Yep.
Okay, so income. So I'm on 10. You've got me 10 back.
So I get another 12.
And income on points. 1 for yellow, 1 for green.
What about this?
Someone's moved ahead of me. That's not allowed.
I guess that's points at the end of the game.
That's end of game points for the last round.
It's just weird because he's on an income track.
Yeah. I think that's the number of points you get for your income instead of coins on the final round.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so we've all done that. So we remove these discs.
So this is move up 3 influence points.
Yep.
Doesn't matter that I'm the third person to go past it.
Don't think so. And I think it has to be 3 on the same.
The cards
same
go.
one.
Okay.
We get 4 new cards. We reveal the next prestige building. We advance the story, but we're just going to take that off. And then all the ships go back to Havana.
This is round 3 of 4?
This is round 3 of 4, yes. Alex is saying, I get the 2 VP for all assistants ahead of you.
Oh.
Yes, but when exactly do I get that? I'm going to get it because he told me to get it. But I'm just curious as to exactly when in that turn sequence that you get it.
Let's have a look at this one.
Oh, it's when you when you return your ship to Havana. So yeah, it's at that point. Right. So I got me 2 points, and I'm going first at the start of round 3, I believe.
All of these immediately get you a crown one. I haven't seen anything with a crown on. I've seen loads of the houses.
I get a VP income of 2 if I get a crown on the priest.
Well, I can on the harbour, but
Yeah.
Why? How do you get up this track?
Right.
It's these green income on money.
Hang on. So Daniel is saying.
So I do that on this one because I've just bought that one.
Daniel is saying you get
You
the
just
VP
bought him right now.
Yeah,
Yes.
hang on.
Okay, so I actually. Sorry, guys.
No, go on.
So I thought that was cash
Yeah.
back, so I need to give 2 back.
So
But you'd then have got it in the income, wouldn't you? Just now, so you get it back anyway.
Okay.
So Daniel is saying that the VP on the income track you get at the end of each round.
Do you?
Daniel's played it 4 times,
Okay.
so that's what he's saying.
so I'll have another 2 points then, please.
2 points.
2 points. So much for me winning this game. I'm heading towards my normal placing of last. Hooray.
Now we're only halfway, all to play for.
All to play for. I'm just checking where that is in the rules. Interim scoring. Okay, so Daniel, page 10. Ignore the VP indicated on the doubloon income track during interim scoring. These are only relevant during final scoring. There you go. So yes, there you go. It says there, bottom of page 10. So Andy's right. Okay, my go. I probably better do something in this game, which I haven't actually really done yet. Oh, quests. We need new quests.
Oh, yes, we do.
We need quests 7, 8 and 15. Do we get rid of the previous ones? I don't think we do.
No, I don't think
Not as
so.
far as I know.
So 7, 8 and 15. So I'm not going to get rid of the previous ones. If I should have done, let me know. Right, so 3 assistants on board, which is pretty awesome. Oh, do I have any of that stuff? I do.
When do you do the blue? Oh, when you land in the space.
And that is going to get me another assistant and 1 village action.
Yeah, I desperately need another assistant. I can start unlocking these with more assistants, but I need them to put on the board first.
I need to do actually the other stuff, which I've not done yet at all.
Oh, I haven't drawn to my hand. Sorry.
Because I want that. But in order to get that, I need to put an assistant on it. So yeah, I'm just going to move 1. I'm going to get rid of that as a coffee, cocoa thing, whatever. I'm going to unlock Ooh.
What does that mean?
Okay, I'm going to take that off. I'm going to put it on there. So I get an assistant, a figure. And then I get a village action, and for the village action, I'm going to do this one, which is one of those and a money. Do I want to reserve a card? No, I don't. So, what have we got? Can I, kind of need that for that. No, I'll just take one from the top of the deck, please. Thank you.
I'm going to throw something away to do that. Do I want it to be that one? Because those three together, but it's going to cost 16. Loads of money to do it, but I think I have to. But that goes up. Oh. What's that? So France owns at least. That star there.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean it's optional or something?
No, that's the star means read the text below to tell
France
you what it means.
owns at least 3 locations. So you can't play that card unless France owns at least 3 locations.
Which it does.
White.
Yeah, mine's England.
Yeah, mine's France.
Yeah, yours is fine.
Okay, so I can play that card. That's quite nice, that card. So I better keep that one. So let's get rid of that one. Let's put that one there. Gets me an assistant. And I get a village action.
Did someone buy the card that was here?
They all got.
Oh, they all got.
Yeah, that. Get rid of them all.
Oh, I've got a lovely move coming up.
Another one.
Yeah.
Which puts me 2 up on there.
Totally.
2 up on there.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm missing 2 synergy tokens. It's not going to affect anything, but can I have a set of tools and a medal?
You can indeed.
There you go.
Medal's not a synergy token, is it? Oh, it is. I thought that was.
There you go. Forgot I had that. Oh, which means I'm totally playing that one now. Oh, if only I'd have seen these cards before. Right, where are we up to?
Oh, I'll tell you what. Do you want if I play a different card for a minute?
Yeah, just undo what you got from
undo,
that one.
Yeah. So I get 4 back. That goes down 2. That goes down 2. And basically, cards are 1 less. It makes more sense to play the discount first.
Okay.
Me?
Yeah.
Could you? I'll do it. Right. Move me to 5. Get rid of one of my cards with a.
You have some corn.
With a corn on it. Do I want to do that? I had my go planned out, and now I'm going.
Totally doing that. Yes, that works. You kind of set up your route and your path a little bit like Great Western Trail.
Yeah,
I know I'm
yeah,
moving 1,
yeah.
then I'm moving 5,
Yeah.
then I'm moving another 1, and the placement of things on the board will change that.
So I don't want to use my corn, but I will move 2 things. Do I have any bonuses in any of my cards here?
That'll score you 1 gold coin.
Okay.
1 gold.
And I also get to move 3 up a 3 track. Right?
3 up on a track.
3 up on a
Yep.
track.
I wonder which track that might be.
Why not go France?
Why? Because I've got.
Oh, you
I've got
need your points for
yes,
your other one,
the
don't you?
6 thingy here, and then I'm
Yes.
going to fight and push it up. So I go up 3.
Done?
Yeah.
Alrighty, let the fun begin. So, I will go to
Oh, hang on.
here. Do you want me to wait?
Yeah, just a sec. Would England have been in last place? No, Spain would have been in last place.
Spain's in last place.
Yeah,
Okay, carry on.
carry on. Right. I'll chuck away this guy for the goods. I'll start working on the victory point 1, I think. And then I get 2 money. And then I perform a village action. My last village action can be this one with a negative. So I'll spend 2 people with maps to get 3 coins and 2 exploring moves, which is 4 exploring moves.
Which is
So I will go 1, 2, 3, 4.
getting you 4 points.
4 points up there. 1 influence on France. In addition, I've now completed the higher level on my explorer track and 2 nations influence targets, which is another 7 money and 7 points.
Congratulations. Nice combo, sir. Very nice combo.
And 7 money. Right.
That was fun.
You quite done?
on,
No,
what are you doing around
I
the
want 3
corner?
more cards.
I was going to say, I was going to do something good on my turn.
May I have 3 more cards, please? Thank
Right,
you.
I think
I
that's
go
2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do a village action, but I'm doing 3 village actions. The first village action is to buy the Conquer Village card, which cost me 14. And this is where I find I haven't got enough. 6, 11, 12, 13, 14. Right, now, what does this do? It gives me a house synergy token.
There you go.
And because I've got a house synergy token, I get an extra 2 income. It also means that I can place, without reward, any ownership marker in a free village that doesn't have an ownership marker.
Like I did over here.
So I will place England, and I'll put it here, because just for no reason. And then because I've got a medal, my victory point income goes up to 4. How about that then?
What does this medal do for me? Nothing. Right, okay.
Right, so that was my first village action of 3.
I didn't take any cards.
Wow. What was I going to do as my other village actions? I think I might just take money. Yeah, so my second and third village actions is to get money and up on the combat track. Because I need 20 money for the Basilica. It's going to take me a while. Okay, you can go ahead. I've just got to choose whether I want to reserve a card or not.
Right, so I'm going 1, 2.
I think I do.
And I've got to find
gonna
a
reserve
banana
that
that I
card.
don't mind spending. Except we know it's not a banana.
Can I have top 2 cards from the deck, please? There you go.
I need all of them.
Can you only invest in those at the end of the round?
No,
Or how you can-
I don't believe so. I believe you can do it any time you buy a card.
I really
Okay.
don't want that one. So 2 plus 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to spend 2 telescopes.
Yep. Instead of buying a card, you can invest in a prestige building. You pay the
Okay.
costs. Randolph is here, just joining. Looks great. So those of you that have been watching, how does it compare to Mombasa and Great Western Trail? Well, I can answer that. There's definitely similarities with Great Western Trail. There's quite a few similarities with
I
Great
get
Western
1
Trail.
point. I get another move of. So if I'm getting a move of 2, and I've got +2 here, do I get the +2 again?
You get 4.
I get 4, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You get 2 points for passing this.
And I get
You've done
2
3
money
quests.
and 2 points.
2 money and 2 points. Right, similarities to Mombasa. The nations are putting cubes on the board, which increases the value of them. But when you dislodge these nations, the cubes go out of the game rather than back on the track.
And I get 3 cards.
And you have influence in the different nations, which is similar to the shares in Mombasa. So yeah, there's similarities between those two.
Do I get another medal? I don't this time, do I?
You can only have one of each, because there's only 4 of each in the game.
So 3.
So I discard 3 of the similar good, which means I get 5 gold, 2 victory points. Please, Paul.
2 victory points.
Please.
Where are you? You're blue?
Yeah. And I move 1 dude up, one more dude up an influence track. Okay.
Right, I'm going to move 2 spaces and have 2 village actions. First one would be to purchase a mercenary for 6.
We can't see all of your cards. Are you able to?
Oh, yep, sorry.
Maybe put the money on here, and if you can stack them at all.
Either.
Yeah, I've stacked mine so that you can just about see them.
I'll rearrange those in a minute.
Well,
anyway,
it's probably a bit too small for everybody to see.
a mercenary gets me a medal,
It's only that
so
bit
I'll
at the
just put that
bottom
there for now.
Yeah.
And he lives in space number 19, which is this one.
With my Vice Admiral.
Yep. I will then, for my second village action, discard 2 cards with maps on to activate my native, gaining me 3 money. And an explore action, which will just be 1 space for 4 points and 4 money.
4 points?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to move 1. And I'm going to do my innkeeper, which right now.
3 more cards, please.
Check this out. My innkeeper is 3 money and 6 points.
Yes, I will have these 3.
What does that mean?
Nobody's excited about my 6
3
points.
victory
I'm
points for every
excited
3
about this.
places up the tracks.
I have no idea. 3 victory points per nation with at least 3 influence. So you would get 6 points off it.
Would you? In which you have 3 influence.
I assume so.
Sorry,
That's what it
sorry.
means.
Immediately get 3 VP per nation with at least 3 influence. So
Okay.
I would get 6. Yeah.
Okay. I got 6 points for my my innkeeper.
Nice.
But I think that's it, because phase C for me is nothing. So done.
So I need to play that.
Oh, I know what it is.
So 1, 2, which gets me 2 actions. So that's going to be one of them, which costs me 6 money. And the guy goes in number 9. And my second action.
Right. Yeah, I've got my next turn planned.
Yeah, my second action is
Challenge is not to
my
forget.
second action.
No. I'm going to keep that card on top to remind me.
Is I think, oh no, it doesn't get a guy out there. That's the trouble. Where's the one that got me 16. So they're both the same. I can't put another room there, but it has to be that one. I'll play that as
Well, just notice there's a little icons on the board as well. There's some little birds here. And there's a solo mode to this game, and there's the campaign mode as well. It's like, okay, there's a lot to this game.
So that guy goes in 19.
It's getting a bit full, this island.
I get 3 points and 3 money.
Because you've got 3 assistants on the board.
I've got 3 assistants on the board. And 3 points. That is me done. Apart from the fact of drawing one card. Oh, what's down here?
Remind me when you get to do that. Oh, it's a village action, isn't it?
What's that?
Put
Buy a
stuff.
card.
Yeah, village actions.
Oh, I can play a card into there, so not that one because I've just drawn it. And I think it's probably almost certainly going to be.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
So, where's my boat? Here it is. So, I do the fighty thing. So, I'm going to do 1 sugar, which gets me my
Gives you a disc.
disc out. Oh, there. And then I pick up a tile.
You do.
Where have they gone? Here, sorry.
What you got?
I've got first place -2.
So if you choose France,
Yeah,
it will be
bad.
two off the combat strength
Okay.
that it would give you.
Right, so I want to choose England.
Okay. What do you get for choosing England?
I get -1, but
Okay.
it's 6 strength, and I get 7 because of my sailor.
Well, you get 1, which you
Sorry,
can spend if you want to.
sorry. My 1 comp. Right, yeah. Okay.
So you've got 6 normally.
6 normally. Right. I'm dying. What's the 5 do here?
Thank you, Randolph. Of how the campaign works and how much one game carries over to the other. I don't think one game carries over to the other. So in that sense, it's not a campaign game. There are different stories, I believe. Although maybe, yeah. I mean, Alexander is in the chat. Let me know. Is it a campaign game where something affects the next game? Apologies, I'm going to have to blow my nose.
Sorry, my brain's gone to pot on this 2, 4, 6 scoring.
Somebody want to let him know while I blow my nose?
Sorry, what's that? What are you looking at?
Why is it 4 or 6?
6 if you're replacing a cube that's already there.
Okay. And why is this one 5? For 2 marks.
Yep.
Okay. And this is only in a city.
Yes, the top one is only in a city.
So
Apologies for having a cold.
So there aren't any more places to put one, are there?
Cities, no. You'd have to use the 6 to replace.
So I'll just go 5. I won't use that doodah. And 5 means I move England up 2.
Yeah, if you're just spending the 5 to get influence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is great. So I get another one of them. Then that means I can cash in my 2 nations with 6 influence.
Wow.
Which gives me 4 victory points and 4 coins.
Okay. Right, Andy.
Now draw up to my hand size. Oh, hang on, what's this here?
I'm just wondering how long I want this game to be now. Is it in my best interest to try and get round the board quick?
Are you going to go for another early finish?
I don't know if it's in my. If I should.
Well, it worked last
I
time.
don't care because what I want to do, I can do in the next 2 turns. So I'm quite happy. Well, no, I'm not happy, but less unhappy than I was last time.
Let's play it slow for now. I'll go here and do a quest. Chuck away those 2. And that gets me 2 money and a person.
And that's your 3rd quest?
It is. So
Okay.
that means I've now completed this, and I flip it over, and
Wow.
that's 4 money and 4 points.
4 more points. So, yeah, you are now an admiral.
Yeah.
Okay. So, having watched all of you lot fight, I think I'm going to do that. So, 1, 2, 3. I've passed over this without doing it. So, I get 2 points. And then, I'm going to deliver that card for the discard pile to put this.
Can I have 2 cards, please?
Certainly. Has anyone seen...
Can I have an axe and a saw synergy token, please? I wouldn't know where to put it, but...
Well, I can give you some suggestions.
Put on there.
Yeah, I've got nowhere to put it yet.
Has anyone seen another one of these cards? A card, because I think it was a pinnacle card that had the victory points for anyone.
Yeah, you keep asking about that. It disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably
it might be back. Right, I'm going to do a fight. So, I'm drawing this. So if I choose France, I get an extra 3. I specifically didn't want to choose France. But it's kind of tempting now. So I'm going to choose France. Oh no, sorry, if I choose Spain, I get an extra 3. That's fine, because I wanted to choose Spain. So I've got 7. I've got 7 combat points with Spain.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to spend 5 of those to get some influence with Spain.
Yeah. Move 2, yeah.
I've got 2 combat points left.
Yeah.
I'm going to supplant those 2 with another 4 of my own.
Okay.
For 6.
Yeah.
To basically
boot out something.
Boot out this one, which goes out of the game, and replace it with this one and get myself 4 money.
Wow, well done.
Go the Spanish.
Ole.
I still have 1 left, but I can't spend that on anything.
Not ole. What's the word?
Oh, and I also get
I
get a thing for that as well, don't I? Yeah, it's get an influence and put a cube on the board and get the bonus of the flag. There we go. Where's my combat tile? Where's the combat tile? There. Okay, I've done 1 fight and I've actually got some influence.
So I'm going to move 2 to there. I'm going to do the assistant action, which gets me 2 money. And a move of 3. Where do I want to go? I'm there actually.
How do you remind me how you get up this track?
With
the green things here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've got one that gives me 4 income on the VP track if I've got a medal.
I'll do that one. Which gets me 1 point. 4 more money. So if I take that, I've got to discard 2 maps, which are those 2.
Oh, I need a card. Can I have yeah, I have a face down card. Please be cool. Please be cool. Please be cool.
Oh God, I've just knocked all my discs over. Where did that one come from? I get 3 more points. 1, 2, 3.
My explorer's clearly scared of the jungle.
That's my go. Done.
Okay.
Apart from drawing cards, what's down here?
This is round 3 of 4.
Could you move me to 19, please?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. So
Or do you want to go the long way around? You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
I've got the scoring thing.
So you get 3 village actions.
Yeah. So I want to buy a card. For 20, which is a governor. Is that okay? That's 1 action?
Yep.
Yeah. 20.
20.
And I get a
Okay.
an anchor. I pick up an anchor. It says 1 synergy token you don't own yet. Does that anchor there trigger a movement up?
Yep.
Here. So how do I do that? I just move my thing 2 up here.
Yep.
Okay. And 4 victory points on the victory point track.
Nice.
Okay, so that's 1 action.
So that's because it's a 20 point 20 cost card.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good.
And then
It's a lot closer than it looks, I think. I've got twice as many points on my cards as you've got, but you're miles ahead of me. But,
and then a second action, I
not in
will buy him. And I've got an anchor, so I move up the coin track 2 and another 2, which is where here.
Yeah.
So you bought a second card?
Yeah.
Wow. You had lots of money then.
Yeah. And then what do I do? I then either take 1 gold. Oh, hang on, you need another card here as well. Remind me to put another card here. Dispose of all the cards in my hand. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay.
Right, my turn. Let's go.
Take 2 coins.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that gets me 3 actions. For my first action, I will buy the Master Builder for 6.
Crazy good. How do I get 20 money?
That gives me all the cards a 1 point discount. For my second action, I'll buy the Cartographer for 10. That means when I discard map tiles, I discard 1 less than normal.
Yeah, it's like it's a permanent map card, isn't it?
And I also get 2 permanent victory points here. And 2 on the permanent income track. And then for my third action, I am going to... Do I want to ditch them? I'm going to play the Aristocrat for another 10. That lets me return a cube to the general supply thingy, so that can go over there for 3 points. And then I need to draw 3 cards, please.
Right. Well, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3,
Nice.
4,
Very nice.
5.
Who's got my pinnacle? That's what I want to know.
So I've moved 5. I've ended up in a village. I get to do 3 village actions. Oh, sounds like Loki.
Hello, cat. Yes, it is. He's got my sandwich in his mouth.
Want that one. I can't do that. I can't do that because I can't do that. Right. So I'm just going to take 3 money and move that forward 3 spaces, and that is my 3 village actions. And I've got a hand size of 4, so that's me done. Yeah, quick turn. I forgot that my game topper has these.
Ooh. I'll probably end up bending them.
Hands free. Stretch. So while Paul's thinking, I just wanted to mention that, as I said at the start, if you weren't watching this at the start, this video is not a sponsored video. It's purely funded through my Patreon campaign. And the reason I'm mentioning that now is every month I do a giveaway. So at the end of every month, one of my Patreon supporters who is supporting me at producer level or higher basically gets entered into a prize draw. And this month's prize draw is for a copy of Maracaibo with the little mini expansion that I found out about yesterday. So yeah, if you are interested in supporting me on Patreon, then yeah, support me this month, as long as you support me by the last day of this month, which is the 30th November. Basically, I'll be doing the prize draw on the 1st of December, so you've got a month. If you're a supporter of mine, at the end of the month, you'll get automatically entered into a prize draw. And yes, so you'll win a copy of Maracaibo. There you go, with the mini expansion. Yeah, there's a mini expansion, because there's not enough in this game.
Yes, that's just crazy.
It is a mini expansion.
I take it I can't play the card if I've already got a guy on 16. Because it's put a guy on 16.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
you
want
can.
it for that.
I think you can. We read that earlier on. You can have more than one.
I thought you said you could only have one of the same colour.
No?
Yeah,
No, don't really.
I think so.
I thought we read you can have multiple assistants on a space. Multiple assistants get placed. In this case, you still only use one of them.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Well remembered.
So that would be 5, 6. So that would cost that to play that, which would then get me 4. Yeah, I don't know actually. I don't know the benefit. I'm desperately trying to get more money for the free card play at the end.
Which is your money? Because
that's not
right.
mine.
Okay.
So that was on there, but that's all I've got left to play, and I want to play a card. So I want that as my free card play because if I play that as the free card play at the end of the round, I'll get that income, won't I?
Yeah.
Yes, because the card play happens here.
So
Yeah.
3 village actions at this point is actually not really helping me much because I'm going to throw these cards away, which I don't really want to throw away. So am I better off just going there and doing that? Yeah, I think I am. Yeah. Oh, but then I have to throw that card away, which I wanted. Oh well, never mind. So, so that gets me an assistant and 4 money.
Some of these cards have last village action written on them. I don't quite know what that means.
I think that means if you have multiple village actions, you can only use it as the last one. You can't
Yeah.
use it for every village action. So when you interact with a village, you can only do it once.
Say that again. So because
if
it's
you-
a
if
TAM
you-
bonus. So it's an immediate effect
Yeah,
when I play
but
the card.
it's a permanent thing here. This is red means a permanent
Okay.
effect. So that means as a
it
last
says at the
village
bottom.
action.
If you have several village actions, this must be the last one. But it's red. So does that mean? Oh, so
That's how I've been playing it.
right. So as
yeah.
your last village action, you could do that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Right. And if I had those two in play, I could not do both of them.
Yeah,
at the same
because they
time.
both
Right.
have to be the final action.
Okay, makes sense.
So I've gone there.
Someone will tell us if
and
that's
I've done
wrong.
a quest. I've got a guy there, so I
you
get 2 points now.
Yeah.
Oh.
30 days in November. Yes, because it's Randolph's birthday. Cool. Happy birthday in advance.
Again?
And if
Yep.
I see you in all of my other live streams for the rest of this month, I'll be wishing you happy birthday about 25 times.
So the question is, okay, now I'm going to do my fighty thing again. So I move up this track again. Right, so this is, if I fight for the 3rd place country,
Which is Spain. Go Spain!
I get an extra 3 doodads.
Yep.
So I will fight for France,
Boo!
which is 2. Plus 2 is 4.
But you get money for that.
I get 2 coins. And I can do the 2 here, which is move 1, and then the 2 here, which is this one, yes?
Yep.
Okay, so I move. So effectively, France moves up 2, and I get to put this. Take one of these
Yep.
and put it in a village.
Yep. And then you get 1 money for that. If you put it there, you'd get. Oh, it's already there. You want to put it where you've got an assistant because then you get 3.
Oh, right. Well, I've
Oh.
done that.
You
I've
don't
done
have to
that
put it here,
already.
you'll get 3 money because there's 3 others.
Okay. So I get 3.
3 money.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Give that 2. Is that?
Paul Ottaway is here, saying he's pre-ordered it, but might have to wait a while. Yeah.
My go.
And Isle of Skye is a big hit. Yeah, I love Isle of Skye. Very good. Is every card unique? No. There are some that are the same.
Same title, but I think they're possibly.
I think I've seen 2 cards that are exactly the same. I think.
Okay.
But there's a lot of them.
2 and do 2 village actions. The first one will be buying this one.
This is our last actions, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're going to end it.
So that will get me 4 spaces up here because I have the medal. 1, 2, 3, 4.
If I put a guy out that I've already passed,
you'll get the points
I
at
get
the
the house.
No, because you've already passed it.
And I get to
You only get
place
for
an
ones that you
ownership
haven't passed.
marker in a village, but doesn't have one. Let's go with an English one, and let's place it over here. There we go. For my second village action, I will discard only 1 map instead of 2 because I got my other thingy down to get 3 coins and an explore action.
Which for you is how many?
2 plus 2. So well, let's stop on 3 because that'll give me 4 points.
Okay. 4 points for green.
not as close as it looked earlier.
And then I draw a card. May I have a card, please?
I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to go fighting.
I think this is Andy's fight back from Madeira.
So if I choose France, I get an extra -2. I don't want to choose France. I want to choose Spain. Go Spain. So I have 4 points for this. And I'm going to spend... I'm going to spend another 2 to make it 6. And then with that 6, I'm going to get 1 influence in Spain. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to kick out the French. And we're going to kick out the French here. And get myself 3 money. I'll take a 5 and put a 2 back.
Well, I won't play that one then.
And that's it. Yeah, city action, combat. Put the tile here. Boom, done.
Well, that changes things.
How much influence have I now got in Spain? 4. Not enough. How much money have I got? Not enough. Rats.
How many of these are visible? That one. That one. I'll move these down here.
So your last turn for round 3.
Yeah. You just screwed me up completely. Oh no, there's still 3 on the board. That's okay then.
What, England? Yeah.
Blue.
Oh, France.
There's one there.
Yeah, there's one here as well.
Okay.
4 French on the board.
Okay. So put
4
that
too
back
many.
on there to remind me that that's where that's going. 6, 7, 8.
2,
Oh,
3,
I also passed over that.
4, 5.
I think
Oh yeah, I get
So
2 points for not
I
using
guess
it
I'll
as
be
well.
going 1 and 2. There's no point in going more than 2 because I can't go to 5, so that's going to be 2 actions. One of which is going to be.
Are you a runaway winner here, do you think, Andy? Or do you think there's some clawback at the end of the game?
Well, Andy's also gaining an income of 7
Yeah.
points.
Yeah, I think if the next round ends relatively quickly, it's going to be difficult for people to catch up. But
2.
then again, you might get a lot of points on these. I don't know how that's going to pan out.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm not convinced that's going to see.
What about points from cards? Loads.
I've got quite a few down here, and I'm going to get more from those before the end of the game as well.
Wow.
I need that bloody pinnacle card, which someone's probably holding in their hands, so I can't possibly ever recycle it. My go?
I believe so.
Okay, so I move to the 21A.
3 points, is it?
Yep. 1, 2, 3. Right. So everybody can buy a card, refresh their hand, or get 2 points.
I will have 2 points, please.
I'm going to buy this card. Cost me 9.
Or have 2 points. Buy a card or have 2 points. Is that right?
Yeah.
Is it blue on 4 or 5?
Buy this one for 7. 4. Can that? Does this
need-
trigger a thingy? I could Can I do that now?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yep, so you've got 3 of them now, so you can have 3 victory points and 3 more money.
Could I have 3 victory points, please, Paul?
Blue.
Blue.
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't. That's not there. That's the one I didn't play.
And when do the blue things happen? When I land on 9.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so we've all done the buying a card or getting 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right, income. So I get 14 money and 6 points. 14
6
money.
points.
14 money. The points is this one.
Thingy's on
So you get 4 points.
Mm.
And then I'll get 7.
I get 16.
Now I've got the money. Okay. These delivery disc things get removed. We reveal the final prestige card and we wipe the display and get 4 new cards. So what have we got? We've got points for assistance. We've got explorer tracks, leftover swords and figures in your supply, and combat tokens. Okay, so end game scoring cards.
So, can I buy one of those?
As a buy action, yes. Right, all ships back to Havana. Start of round 4. Who finished the last round?
Me.
Right, so me to play first.
Sorry, I need to turn 4 up here.
Yeah.
don't
Yeah, replayability is very high in this game. Because if you remember at the start, we took the A deck, which you always use, but then you only use 40% of the B deck. So every game is going to be different because of the cards in there, which is quite cool. Right.
And what's the difference? What's the brown mean?
Brown is an immediate effect. Let's just
Yeah.
have a look at page 20, which is where the prestige buildings are explained. 21. Prestige building is revealed in setup and at the start of rounds 1, 2, 3, or the end. Anytime you can buy a card, you can invest in a prestige building instead. It costs the indicated number of doubloons as well as a figure from your supply that you put on there. You are not allowed to invest in the same building more than once. So the grey bit, the light brown bit, the tan coloured bit, is take the indicated synergy token, providing you don't have it yet. And if you're the first player to invest in the building, you get 2 points. And then the pink bit is end of game scoring. Cool.
Okay, sorry. So to put a player here, to put a man here, I have to pay 20 gold.
Yep.
The card doesn't go into my hand.
Nope.
Okay. I get the immediate effect of the brown.
Yep.
And the end of a thingy of the pink. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, me to go first. I think this is going to be a short round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Wow.
And I'll have 3 village actions. For the first one, I'll take a doubloon. That gives me 20. So for my second action,
Well, it depends which one you
do I
want. You don't want the assistant one, do you?
No, I don't.
No, that's rubbish.
No,
I want it.
If I got 3 swords and 3 people, so it's 6, 12 for that one. There's much of a muchness between the two in the middle. What do I stick on those? Is it
An assist figure.
figure? Right, so that means he won't count for scoring. In which case, let's try for this one. So if I'm first person now, I score 2 points. Additionally, I've now triggered a crown, which I have 2 of here, so that bumps me up here by 4.
Crown.
What's this?
I have an income of a crown symbol thingy now.
Yeah, what's this thing? Final scoring.
Yeah.
Final scoring for each
How far your
one I've
explorer
passed,
is.
I'll get 4, so I'm going to score 12 points end of game on that one.
Oh, for each bar you pass.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I need to try and get past that
So
bar.
that's 2 actions. For my third action, I'll discard one of my maps. To, where is she? Over here. Gain 3 doubloons. And move up on the exploring track.
So you got a combo there.
Yeah, let's go 2 spaces for 4 points and 4 money.
Can I do this at the end?
Yeah, you can do it there.
Yeah.
At the end of the game?
Yep.
So basically, if I have 20 gold, I can just get on with my life and not worry about doing
Yep.
that. Okay.
Right, that's my 3 actions done.
Wow.
Can I have a card, please?
No, you're doing too well.
Well. Well, indeed. these village actions are not these city actions are not looking as strong as they used to be. There's so many other things.
I was kicking myself for skipping one that I didn't notice was there last turn.
So, I think I'm going to do something similar. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I get to do 3 village actions. The first village action I do is this, which costs me 20, which is most of my money. But that gives me 2 points because I'm the first person to go on it. And that secured me 12 points at the end of the game, so I'm happy with that. My second and third village actions will be to take 2 money and have 2 swords, I think.
Madam?
Is that actually what I want to do?
Madam, 2 swords.
Oh, very clever. Okay, now, instead of taking 2 money and 2 swords, I'll take 1 money, and then my third village action will be to discard my hand. Take 2 swords. There you go. Now,
Do you want some cards?
I do, but I kind of want... No, I'll just have 4 from the top of the deck. Oh, what's that? Oh, no, that's fine. Oh, and I get a medal. Not a medal, crown. And because I've got a crown,
You now go up an income.
that goes up by 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, done. Right, awesome. Paul.
Oh, I need to find another 20. I'll pay that one for 15. 14. This -1, does that count for these as well or not?
You're not buying them.
Okay.
That's what I did.
Okay.
Are cards easy enough to distinguish across a table? If you weren't half blind like I am, then yeah, I think so. So, rules question. The discount that you get from the Master Builder, does it apply to getting a prestige building? Because it says all cards cost 1 less. So that seems quite clear, actually.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think it
I'll
probably
take
would.
1 money back. Yeah.
Still don't know quite how I'm going to get there, but let's do that first. Discard. Oh, that's a point. What am I likely to want? Who's have I even got 2 of them? Yeah, I got 2 of them. So let's discard. Yeah, I'm not going to want that. Let's discard that one.
Well, that gives me 6.
Puts that on there. Gives me a move. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll have 4 points and 4 money.
Plus you went past this.
Plus I went past that.
So that's 2 points. So 6 points and 4 money.
Did we establish what happens if you buy a bloke who appears behind you?
Nothing.
You don't get the points because you've already
Yeah.
passed it.
Am I going?
Yep.
Play my...
So Spain's not doing very well in the whole victory point area. Is there only 2 on the board? Yeah. Well, there's only me doing it.
I play my 3 sugar to trigger my smuggler again. 5 gold, 2 victory points. Please, Paul. Oh, sorry, I'm here. I can move myself now. Wow. Thank you. My go done. Draw up to 6.
Okay.
You're going to race ahead?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might as well stop there because I can still do the same things next turn.
Okay, yeah.
For my first village action, I will buy this guy for 7 because I have a discount. For my second village action, Oh no, not him. This one, sorry. Second village action, I'll have a doubloon. For my third village action, I will discard a map to gain 3 doubloons and do some exploring. Just go here for 6, I think.
Yeah. And yeah, one more space will get you 10.
Yep.
Okay.
Your village actions are explore, are they?
Yeah, my last village action has got an explorer in it with this one. Can I have 2 more cards, please?
Yeah.
I move 1 space and get 3 money and 6 points.
What card is that?
The native.
So every time you do your last action, it does
Yeah,
that.
as long as I've got 2 maps to throw away. But because I've got the cartographer as well, I only discard 1 map.
Nice.
I think I still need to have 2 maps, but I only discard 1 of them. Well, that's how I've been playing anyway.
Okay, I've done mine. I just
yeah, it could
activated
just be
my
one.
innkeeper.
Right, so
I'm
you're
done.
playing it
I've
as if
done a
you
quest.
must have that card.
Which
I'm playing it as
basically
if
got
I
me
need
to
to have
the
2,
board.
but only throw away
Oh,
1 of them.
points.
Maybe
2 points.
maybe it's only 1, but I'd prefer to
2
go
points.
the
2 points
harder
'cause of
option
that.
and see what happens than find out I've been cheating.
No. Oh, I get 2 points every time, do I?
We're done. We had very quick turns.
Over to you again.
So my question is, do I go to my explorer, get 2 gold and move forward 1 pace, which gives me 3 victory points, or do I go to 11? I go to 11, I break the habit of a lifetime, passing my fellow, which gives me 2, because I'm not using him. I pick up a card, which is, first place is -2 widgets.
So France has got 3,
Yeah.
4. England has got 4, so there is no first place.
Okay.
Majority.
So
Spain has got 2.
So at the moment, this is cocktail 5 times 3 is 15 victory points. And if I move forward 1 space, 2 spaces, yeah, that's the answer. Okay. I think, I can't move forward 2 spaces, I can only move forward 2 spaces. Right, so England.
England.
So I get a extra +1 fighty if I want it. So I'll just do that, and then I'm going to go 2.
I forgot there was a compass on there. I've been undertaking my compass points for the whole game.
For
Never
1,
mind.
You've got 1.
and then
I've got 3.
Well, you've got 3.
Yeah.
2.
I've been only taking the ones on the cards. I forgot all about
Right.
that one.
Put that somewhere villagey,
There's a few available, yeah.
and I get to move forward 1,
Nice.
and I get, oh hang on, I need to put it somewhere where there are 3 people.
It was this
Or-
one.
Oh, sorry. I need to put it somewhere where there's some people.
Yeah, there.
Okay, thank you. And I get 1 gold for that.
Cool.
Oh no, there's 2 people here, isn't there?
Okay.
Yeah, put it there. Oh, and one of them's you.
Does that mean,
Excellent.
do
So
you
you
only
actually
get 4
for
gold?
that.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Oh no, if you put it here, you get 11.
What?
Oh no, if you put it here, you get 27 gold.
Right, okay, thank you very much. That's my go.
Tell you what we didn't do.
What didn't we do?
We didn't restock the quests.
Oh.
Oh,
We forgot to restock the quests.
well, it wouldn't have changed my moves.
16, 10, 12. Can we have 2 quests at a location?
Don't know.
No idea. Someone will tell
I
us.
will read that
Anyway,
because they're chatting about other
1,
stuff.
2, 3. I'll go exploring, so I go here for 10 points.
Oh, blimey. Exploring seems to be quite a cool thing to do.
Well, it would be very, very difficult if I didn't have 2 of the pioneers and the native getting me up the track.
Yeah, so it looks like you don't remove the previous quests unless I've missed something.
I'm done.
Right, and I'm going to have 2 more turns.
Yes.
Right. Wow. I've messed this up a little bit.
Don't worry, you're in good company.
Well, I need to buy a card. I'm going to get to buy a card at the end. So that's okay. Yeah, that is okay, I think. Right, where are we? We're here. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I've passed over this assistant, so I get 2 points. I'm going to deliver
I
some...
passed over mine.
for 2.
Is there any point in me delivering something now? Because if I'm not going to deliver another one...
Yeah, probably not much point unless you're going to get another one done.
But actually I might as well, because it's not doing anything. So I'll get rid of that, and get rid of this, and put that on there. And then we're going to fight. Come on, Spain. Right, so if I choose... What have we got? We've got... How many's on France? 4. England is 4. Spain is 2. Excellent. So if I choose Spain, I get an extra 3. I'm going to choose Spain. I get 2 points.
Nice.
And I get 5 fighty points. I'm going to make that 6. 6 fighty points allows me to add this and get rid of that, which is 2 points, and gets me an influence in Spain. And then the other 2 is going to be an influence in Spain.
Staging a bit of a late comeback here.
Right, now, a few things are going to happen now if I want to do it. How many influence have I got in Spain? 6. Do you think I'll ever get to 9? Probably not, but no, I'm gonna wait. That, I believe, I've only got 3 cards in hand. I've only got 3 cards in hand. I need to buy that.
Do you want some more?
Yeah, can I just have 1? There you go. Right, done. God, that was my penultimate turn. Paul.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So get 4 money.
Thank you.
And get that card bought and paid for, so that goes on there. So that goes up 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice.
I get an anchor token, please. I've got 1 action left. I'll take 4 points.
4 points from...
Oh, it's 4 points and 4 money. So I've still got an action left.
What's this? Is this a village action?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
4 points and 4 money. Looks correct to me.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So we'll do that again.
So hang on. So you're now, in your next go, you're going to go here.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then your next go, you're going to go there.
Yeah. So you have
got
2
2
goes
more
left. Everyone else has 1.
Okay. And does that count as a village?
No.
No.
That feels a bit pointless as a game.
Okay, so no, this
Well,
is
it just slows
this
me
is
down.
not a village action. It's in a tan colour. This is immediately when you unlock it, you get that once.
Okay. So I should have had it a while ago then. So I 1, 2, 3, 4. Put 4 money back.
Well, have you used it more than once?
Did he just do it twice on that go, didn't he?
I just done it twice on that
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
So I should have had it, and I've got 2 actions left
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not that I now know what I'm going to do with those 2 actions because I'm not going to be able to get enough money. Yeah. Okay.
And Daniel has just said, yes, it's not a village action. Yep,
Yeah.
spotted
Yep.
that.
Yeah. Okay. 15. So there's the 19 to pay for me building over there. What's that going to do? So really, I need to get this card here somewhere. Where has it gone? So 3 more village actions. So I've got 2 actions. So for 2 money.
Yep.
And let's do this one then. Now I'm going to be drawing 6 cards.
Which is what? Put a cube on a village where
Which
your
get
ship
1
is.
money and put a cube somewhere and get an influence somewhere.
Where your ship is.
Where my ship is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where is your ship?
Where's your ship? See,
There's
already a cube here.
That's here. He's here, so that's valid.
Okay.
There's a space for a cube.
Right. Okay.
So, well, I'm only up in front, so
Okay.
not that it's going to help me because I'm not going to be able to get up 2, am I? Unless I could. Is there any chance to go fighting? Yeah. That played if I can.
All right. What's it going to be?
You've got to go and fight.
So you're going here?
Yeah. What if I'm fighting for the first place? Well, it's a tie. There's a shame. Is it?
England have 4.
Okay.
France has 4.
Spain has 3.
Spain has 3.
Yeah, so it's a tie then. So no bonus.
Oh yeah,
or
France did
negative
have
for
4.
first.
I knocked them down to 3, and then Paul put that one up.
Yeah. So as it reads on the card.
So I'm going for England then.
Okay. So how did you get for England?
6.
6.
Did it cost you money?
2. And I will go.
Yeah, so you
sorry.
can just show the bottom effect.
So 2 there, and then the bottom 2. Oh, I'll get this as well.
So which action are you going for?
Sorry, hang on, let me talk through that. I get that for that. So I've gone the top action, which is 2,
Yep.
and then I can do this one or this one.
Yep.
And I'm
But
going
I don't think there's any cities left for you to do for
yeah, so
four.
there's
for
my-
You
that.
can't
do
do
that.
the city 4
Yeah,
actually.
So you'd have to do this one.
Yeah.
2, which is, so I take another cube off. It's not really going to help. Pop it at a village somewhere. Anywhere that's got a person next to it in it.
One
16?
here.
16 or 8?
Yeah.
8.
Guess-
no other
guess you
than
money.
2, is it? Gives me
Yeah.
1, doesn't it?
That gives you money because of
Because he placed it where he's
I've
got
got my
some.
thingy.
it's that ability, yep. And you get 1 influence in England. Oh, you're already at the top. Wow.
Do I get a score because of this?
I think any time you get an influence in England, you get 2 points instead.
Yeah.
That's what that reads to.
So it's too late. Well, in which case, so hang on. So I've just spent 4.
Yep.
Yeah,
I've got 2 left on the card.
yeah,
And
Yep.
2 left here.
yeah.
I haven't used this middle one. So if I use that middle one,
So you can conquer a city. Yeah.
But
I
there's no
conquer a city,
cities.
but there's no city to
Yeah.
conquer, but I do score 2 more points.
No, but that isn't that's replace one, isn't it? So you replace for 6 points. You replace someone else's.
Okay. Can
And
I
if
do
you-
another
if-
one again?
You can't do the same
No, you
action
can't do the same
twice.
one twice.
But you haven't spent the two combat power to get an influence. You haven't done that, have
Correct.
you?
Yeah.
So you can just do that.
Yeah. Well, no, wait.
No,
Didn't
'cause
you did those 2,
I've done
didn't
those
you?
2 already.
So the only one left is that one, and you
Yeah,
can't do it because
can't
there's no
do it,
cities,
yeah.
and you've only got
But you
2 to
but
4 points.
That's a
to
separate
spend.
action. I think each one of those is a separate action.
Yeah.
That's the way I was
So,
doing it.
so okay, let's go back to the start.
I don't know. I
I've
thought-
got 6 points on here.
We'll get an answer in 20 seconds.
Yep.
Fighting.
Oh, that's what that other bloody thing was. I was thinking, why have I got in the back of my head that I need
Yeah,
to
2
do?
so each of those is one action: gain influence or annex. Each combat action only once, so I assume that's 1 annex, 1 gain influence, regardless of what you paid to do
Which
it.
page is it on?
6.
6. Oh, right. Really early. Yeah, so you can't spend 7 to get 3 influence.
Yeah.
But you haven't done that top action
I've
yet.
done
Yeah,
the
he
top
does.
action.
He's
You
done
did?
top
Oh,
action.
right, I missed
yeah.
that.
But I
Sorry.
think I might undo this. Does this give me a move forward on the tracks
No.
down here
It's
No,
con-
it's
It gives you a
it's
combat.
do a fight.
and a fight?
Yeah, so you could have gone down
Not
there and had a
it's
fight
not-
and got your.
There's no move
question
on a
board.
track.
Well, it's move this up.
Okay, that's what
And
I
then
want to
do
do
a
then.
fight.
I don't want to go there. Sorry.
Okay, so let's suppose you went to this one, was it?
Yeah,
So you discard 2 maps.
yeah.
How many compasses have you got?
2.
2, so that gets you 2 extra points. So now you've got this.
2 extra points.
2 extra,
Fighty, combat
fighty
points.
thingies.
Right.
And
So
you do
now
combat.
you've got your 6. You need to do the conquest if you keep the 2 actions you've already done, because you've got these extra points now.
Okay, good. help.
So
I shouldn't be here. I should be back there.
No, you can keep those actions if you like, because I'm saying last time you had 4 points left over, didn't you? You had 2 from the combat and 2 from your card.
Yeah.
Now you've got an extra 2 points.
Yeah.
That means you have a total of 6, which means you can do that, and you can conquer a city.
Okay.
Kick somebody out.
Yeah.
Good.
Kick out the French.
So you can spend
all
all of those.
You've got to kick out the red, I think.
Why would I kick out the red?
Because you haven't got anything on the track, on the red
Yeah,
track.
you probably want to get rid of red.
Yeah.
You don't care about the Spanish.
Specifically, I'm looking for VP though, or is it only the first person that scores the VP? No?
Yeah,
2 points.
2 points. Okay. Good.
And I... Okay. Yeah. Good. Sorry guys, thank you for that.
All right.
Right, my move will be nice and quick.
Yeah. Bang. 3 points. Done. My last
Final
turn.
go.
My last turn. Well, I need to fight for a few reasons. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's fight. That's a shame. That's a shame. Yeah, that's a real shame. It's only 4. And I can't really do anything with 4. If I select France, nah, it's rubbish. Yeah, what can I do with 4 combat strength not boosted?
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
Gain influence with someone, I guess.
Right, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do, is I am going to cash in this, which is 6 influence with 1 nation.
Yep.
Which gets me 3 money. Right. And then I can spend this to turn that 4 combat power into 5.
Yeah.
Which gets me 2 influence, which doesn't actually do anything.
No, you might as well just have the 1 influence in France to get you onto the first scoring part.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I'm still going to do that bit anyway. So yeah, so instead of choosing Spain, I can choose France. Or I choose England. Yeah.
Do you want to do England?
Yeah, because I'll choose England. I get 2 points for choosing England.
Ah, yeah, of course.
And I get 2 combat things,
So you can go up
which goes to there. This then goes here. I have 4 of these, so I get that, and I get 2 money and 2 points. Okay, and that. Oh, I needed to play this. Oh, I was too late now.
I was at the top of the track with my 2 moves.
Yeah.
I then got a 3rd move. Did I score myself 2 victory points?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Give yourself an extra 2, I think.
Yeah, I wanted to play. Oh, I can still buy this card, can't I?
Yeah, in the end phase,
Yeah, you'll have one more buying chance.
And what was this?
No idea.
Score victory points for all project cards in your display as well as prestige cards. Right, that's the scoring of points.
Give yourself 2 points.
Right.
You're at the back.
So, the first
I don't care. You're miles away from me.
I'll pat him on the head.
is
See you again next year, little Timmy.
which gets me 1 up on there. It's not helping me unless I go 1 more up, though, is it? That's the trouble. Well, there's no way to go up any. I can do it. I can't do it again because I can only do it once because of the thing. It gets me 1 money, which was another part of the point of doing it. So the second action will be that. Which means I can then put that on there. So that goes up 1, 2, 3, 4. Third action. Yeah, there isn't one, is there really, that's worth doing?
Oh, I went past him.
Yay.
Oh, I went past that yellow one down there.
Oh, and I went past that one.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I didn't go past
I
any
think
of
I think I
mine.
forgot that.
Yeah,
I think so.
So that map combo thing that you've got is incredibly powerful.
Yeah, as your last action, you can discard 2 maps.
I've got to pay that one.
Anytime you discard 2 maps, you discard 1 fewer map.
Yep.
So you say that you need to have 2.
Well, I don't know. I've kind of played it as if I do to make it
Question for you, Alexander.
make it a little bit less.
Andy's got the native, which is discard 2 maps to do something. Does he have to have the 2 maps and then just discard 1 fewer because he's got the cartographer? There you go. Thank you.
Someone was a new person popped up.
Jerome, what round are we in? We're in round 4, or we're on the last turn. So you're here for the end of game scoring.
I don't think there's anything useful I can do.
Okay.
Chuck your cards for money then.
Yeah.
Well, is this thing any? Are these worth
Don't
any
know.
points?
Don't think so.
It might be if you got the scoring thing over there.
Yeah.
But I haven't.
My go.
Okay.
Could you move me to 16, please, sir?
Quest.
I don't think 2 money's much
I've
help
put
anyway,
in
is
my
it?
2 spyglasses.
spyglasses.
So how many compasses do you have?
1, 2.
So you get 2 comedy points.
Okay, and I
And
get another
you
2.
fight.
And I get another comedy point with him.
There's another quest.
Okay.
Okay. There's another quest.
So fight.
Hang on. So I get 3 quests. So that's
Oh, right.
2 victory. Sorry, 2 victory points. Oh, that's me there, and 2 gold.
Yeah, and then you flip it over.
For another 2 victory points and 2 more gold.
You become an admiral.
Oh, and I would get my thingy.
There you go.
Okay.
And 2 victory points, and 2 gold. Now I do the fight.
Right. Alexander is saying you only need to have 1.
Yeah,
There you go.
fantastic. I've been making it more difficult for myself.
Now I do the fight. So I have
Who are you choosing?
France.
Okay.
So I get 2 gold. And I have 2 points here and 3 points here. So I'll fight a 2 and a 2. So I'll fight 2, which gives me 1 influence.
Yeah.
And I fight a 2.
Which is 1 influence and put a cube on a board and get some stuff. That's really good, that one.
Yeah.
You get 1 gold if you go here.
Okay.
Yep.
Right. And I think
Right.
5 points for
5
Andy.
points for me, then we do
And
final
we
scoring.
are done. So final scoring.
Oh. What happens with cards in your hand? Can you buy any more now?
Well,
We'll
we
find
now
out.
By
do
what?
we now do this. So starting with the player who triggered final scoring, each player can choose one of the following: either choose a project card and buy it, or invest in a prestige building, or get 2 points.
What's your
I
project?
don't have enough money to do anything useful, so I'll have 2 points.
1, 2. Then
What's a project card?
I get a crown,
One of these. I'm going to buy that for 6.
which goes on there.
I guess
So that goes
this
up to.
on here.
So one of these here?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a card I want in my hand and a card I want over here.
You can't have both.
Yep, one or the other.
So I bought the card from my hand. You took the points.
3,
Paul,
4,
you bought a card in hand.
7,
I bought a
8.
You did one of
prestige
those.
building.
The
I've
20.
taken the 2 points. I've taken the crown thing and made that go up to.
Do you only get the 2 points if you're the first
If you're
one
the
to buy
first,
it?
yeah.
Oh right, okay.
So
Take 2 off then.
And John, you're buying a card in hand, or
No, I'm investing over here.
right? So 20 money.
Yep.
And 2 points. You were the first. Right. Next, score victory points according to this. So yellow and green get 11. Black gets 8 if you can move the black one. You do not get the doubloons at this stage.
I get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
But yellow will score 6 points for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that now. It doesn't mention it. And blue gets 1. Oh yeah, depending on your position of your marker on the doubloon track, score additional victory points. Do not take any more doubloons. Right, score victory points for cards in your display as well as prestige buildings. Let's do cards in display first.
Okay.
I think it'll take me a lot less time than you. Em.
Mine's 15.
7, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
13.
21.
Oh, you caught me up on
2,
that.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 21.
Right, okay. So let's go through the prestige buildings. Have you done your job?
Sorry?
You're scoring for your cards?
For these?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so scoring for prestige buildings. So do you want to go through them? I can't see them.
So black.
4 points per
Final
assistant.
scoring 4 points per assistant.
Max of 16?
Yeah.
16. What's that? 89. Because I got 4. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. Next one.
12 each for green and yellow.
1, 2, 10.
Green's over there.
2, 3,
29.
29.
5, 6,
Okay.
7,
Blue.
8, 9, 18.
18.
Nice.
Nice. So knock 2 off and then add 20. Right. Next. For each nation, check which player has gained the most influence. And then for each nation, the player with the most influence scores 3 points.
So
In case
3
they're tied, all
points
tied players.
for
Yeah,
France, and then 3 points for England.
Finally, score players' noble ranks in each nation. So for each nation, multiply your noble rank by the nation's multiplier. So let's work out the nation's multiplier for France.
So
It is, check how many nation markers are on the board. The nation with the most has a majority bonus of 2. So I think France has got the most on the board.
Yeah.
So France has a majority bonus of 2.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on a minute. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then it's England.
6 for France. 1, 2, 3.
Is it a tie?
England have got 7.
Oh,
1, 2,
right,
3,
okay.
4, 5. France got 6 by my count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for France. England, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, right, so it's England. Right, so England have a majority bonus of 2. France have a majority bonus of 1. And then for each nation, multiply your noble rank by the value of the last red band you reached. Sorry, your noble rank is the value of the last red band you reached by that nation's multiplier. Now, the nation's multiplier is the number of empty spaces.
So is it
Plus the majority
is
bonus.
it 4
So
plus
England is
4
1, 2,
plus
3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
So England is worth 6.
Right. Times 6 is 36.
So 36.
Wow.
So 1,
So
2, 3, 4, 5,
120.
I
6.
think you're going to win.
Plus 30. Right, that's blue done. Green gets 12. 1 plus 11. And I get 6. Right, so that's England done. France is the next. France is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus the 1. So France is worth 6. So another 36.
Wow.
Yellow is...
I've done it. 12.
Yeah, hang on. We're doing it. You're jumping ahead. Green,
That's another
12. 53. Me, nothing. Right, Spain is just 2. But I'm here, so I get 6. Anybody else in front? Anybody else in Spain?
5, not 6.
No.
Plus the 1,
Oh,
because it
one,
got
yeah,
second
okay,
place.
Right,
Right, so that's that. So that was a lot of score.
yeah, that was huge.
Then, using the same rules as interim scoring, check to see if any story cards have been fulfilled. We're not doing the story cards.
Mm-hmm.
That is it.
Alexander Pfister, this is a great game.
That came.
Holy moly!
Yeah, I didn't really do much of that. Perhaps I should have done. I was
Holy
trying to get my
moly.
cash
I
in.
think it's clear where the points come from now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's an awful game. I think it's terrible.
It's
I
only
think it's
3
the
points
worst game I've
difference.
ever played.
Yeah, but I had an insane combo to
You did.
do that, whereas
did.
you just focused on that.
Okay, but I kept doing it with 2 cards
Yeah.
that boosted my... Oh no, only 1 card.
Yeah, and by the end of the game, I would have actually got, every time I went to combat, I would have got 2 cubes on there. But that was at the
Yeah.
end
I
of the
wouldn't have
game
won.
for all the cards I
I
played.
wouldn't have won if I hadn't... If those
Quests?
quests hadn't come up and I just sort of suddenly went, eat.
You can fight there instead of fighting
Yeah,
there.
because I could have fought
Yeah.
twice rather than fought
Yeah.
once. So that is a random element. It's not just go for this.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm full of a cold and feeling awful. So I'm not going to stick around too much.
Wow, look at that timing, Paul.
What time is it? 4?
1 minute past 4.
There you go. Not
So
bad.
not too
Not
bad.
bad. Initial impressions from everybody else. Paul, you first. On the spot with the designer watching.
I don't know. I'm. Yeah, because obviously I didn't do any. I barely did any influence up here because I just. I was trying to. I had cards that I wanted to get out for the whole game, and I concentrated on income.
I did more than you in the end.
Yeah, you did.
Slightly.
Yeah. But the points seem to be there, so perhaps I should have done that more. So yeah, don't know. I need to play it again. Now I know what I'm doing.
Thoughts on the game though?
I don't know.
Okay.
I need to play it again.
Don't know. John?
So, as a massive fan of Great Western Trail, I was really looking forward to playing this, and it's more complex than Great Western Trail. I think it's excellent. I've put it as my equal first game, apart from Gloomhaven. Sorry, Alexander. And obviously, as I won, it's even better.
Even better. Andy?
Yeah, similar. I prefer this to Great Western Trail. It feels, I like the theme a bit more, and it feels a little bit deeper. But yeah, very much enjoyed that. Plenty to actions to choose from, and doesn't feel quite so railroaded into going a certain direction as Great Western Trail can after the first few rounds.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting it to be as heavy as it was. I knew it was going to be up there.
Especially based on what I'd read.
Yeah, so I wasn't expecting that level of heaviness. I'll be honest, this is at the upper end for me. Any more than this, and I would probably be in the realms of not enjoying it.
Same level of complexity as Madeira?
The thing is, I've played Madeira so many times, whereas this, I'm first to it.
Madeira's heavier, I think.
The bit that I found a little fiddly was remembering that your assistance that you passed, you get 2 points. Yes. I know why that's in there, but it's just one of those things. But other than that, I don't want to say game of the year, because I've just played it once.
Very, very good.
But this was my number one most anticipated game from Essen, not knowing anything about it. Now that I know a bit about it, and I've actually played it, and the fact that it's got a solo mode, and the fact that it's got this campaign mode, which is apparently quite a good one, thank you very much. The game was fantastic.
Wonderful. Yeah. Great fun.
Yeah.
Thank you for inviting
Thoroughly
me.
enjoyed it. The depth is like overwhelming. The amount of cards and options, and the fact that you can keep cards here. And we were making semi-random choices during this game. Once you know what you're doing, you know certain card combos.
The card I put up there was wasted for the whole game, basically. But
I
randomly chose
Same
it.
for mine.
You'll know. There's definite strategies, there's definite combos.
Yeah.
I mean, you were going definitely for the influencing. I did nothing for 2 turns. I played what I thought was a lot of cards.
Yeah.
And then 2 turns in, you two had played
Well,
just
at
as
one
many
point,
cards.
I was 8 points ahead of Andy on the cards.
Sorry. Once we were 2 rounds in, I'd played the same amount of cards as you, except I'd done no influencing, no combat, and no quests. So it was like, okay, what what was I doing there? Somebody mentioned in the chat, I think Jade mentioned in the chat, that it has a Terraforming Mars feel to it with the cards, and I can see that. You have cards with abilities, some of which are, I liked the way that all of these abilities worked. Anyway, so for those people who bet on blue, congratulations, you have won.
No one should have bet on me. And also, thank you, Alexander, for posting my free copy to me because I won on this video. So I'm looking forward to that.
Wait a minute. Was
Paul told me.
was that part of the deal? Right, it's 4 o'clock. We're going to sign off now. Thank you very much to everybody who took part in the chat over the last 3 hours. 3 hours?
Yeah.
4 hours. 4. With learning.
Yeah.
So that's fine. If you watch this and think, oh, it's a 4-hour game, our next game will be 3.
2.5.
Then it'll be 2.5. And
Yeah.
once we all know the game, it'll be down to 2. But yeah, we're going to sign off now. We will be back in about 45 minutes' time with a multiplayer playthrough of Marvel Champions. So if you're interested in that, and then later on tonight we're doing a live playthrough of Sanctum. I may not be alive. I may just give you the rule book and go to bed. But yes, so yeah, thank you very much to everybody in the chat. And as mentioned, this video was made possible through my Patreon campaign. And if you support me on Patreon this month, then you will be in with a chance of winning a copy of this. So there you go. You might win a copy of it anyway.
Cool.
So yeah, if you like the content that I'm making, please consider supporting me on Patreon. Other than that, I'll say goodbye. Thank you very much to you lot.
Bye.
We'll see you next time. Cheers all. Gaming Rules is proudly sponsored by Game Toppers, upgrading your gaming experience. Visit GameToppersLLC.com.